I'm finally here. Hi. Hi. By the way, that cheese you threw, it did land on my head. Where is it? There it is. It just somehow landed on the back because I've been running around all the time.
Cheese.
Trying to get ready. Hi.
Cheese.
Hi. Hi.
Cheese.
Cheese. It is. Who's patting me? I can't see anything.
Cheese.
Help. Stop.
Lactose
I'm loud now. Hi.
dairy product.
Sloth. Thank you for the pat, Sloth. And BBS. Welcome.
Formaggio.
Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to break your arm there, BBS. I was trying to remove the cheese from my face. You just delivered a uke! Hi! Oh my god, as I do this, it makes the entire place look blurry. But yeah, welcome in! Hi Stewie, and hi Nyan and Sloth, and BBS. Belgian, Anicat. That's not your name, that's Belgian Wolf and Anicat. And hi Perpetual, hi! Perpetual. Who have I missed? Exia? Hi. And Arkiris. Arkiris? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but I'm doing my best. Hi. Looks like I don't need to respond to that message, because it's clearly not for me. But yeah, hello, and Stewie, thank you for hydration and posture check. I'm doing it now. Oh god. Why is it so sticky? Oh my god. The lid started dancing along my keyboard. I'll just insert that bottle into my head. There we go. Thank you, Stewie. Cutting challenges, let's go. Hell yeah! I'm gonna try. I'm also gonna stretch for the posture check, which I should really rename to stretch and posture check. I mean, it causes whatever. Both work. I rearrange myself when I stretch, so yeah. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm really sorry. I put out an announcement in my Discord server saying that I'll be playing
Cheese time.
today. But unfortunately, there is no cheese time today, so we're going to be doing LeetCode instead. No, Trackmania, I said. But yeah, I don't understand how people manage to plan things. But it's thanks to the fact that Enlin is streaming. There you go. If you want someone comfier, go over to Enlin right now. It's thanks to the fact that Enlin is streaming that I was reminded. Oh shit! I've said in like 2 or 3 streams now that I was planning to do some LeetCode stuff sometime. Because Enlin is streaming coding stuff, so it reminded me, shit, this is the perfect time for me to do it. Because I can do it like just now, you know, for like a 2-hour stream in the evening. Rather than committing, you know, a full 4 hours to it. I'm not entirely sure I want to do that. But, you know, maybe the stream will go on past 2 hours. Hi, Tennessee. Hi. We code? We do code. We do code. Wait, that isn't the expression I wanted, but it's because I went like this with my hands. And for once, the hand tracking actually worked well enough to trigger an expression change. Anyway, we're not coding any of that stuff tonight. We're doing no Unity streaming. 2 hours of coding. I know, it's... Wait, did that trigger the... Did it trigger the beep? I didn't hear the beep. 2 hours of coding. There you go. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we're not doing Unity stuff today. I'm gonna be trying to use LeetCode. By the way, I hope people are okay. Thanks for stopping by. 1 second. Wait, what? Wait, what? Did you hear that? That just triggered. Did that not just trigger the beep sound? What just happened? Am I crazy? I heard a beep sound when I coughed. That was weird. I turned off that mic, but wait, let me try something. Hold on. know, it does only cut in when it's when the mic is unmuted. Well, how did that happen? That was absolutely bizarre. That shouldn't even be possible. Maybe my ears just went weird and it didn't beep, but I heard a beep when I coughed. Maybe it was my ears ringing. At precisely 1 kilohertz. Beep buffering is an advanced streaming technique. Oh my god. Excuse me, that's why I was muting myself before. I didn't want to blow out your eardrums with a cough. Behind a quick cake, welcome. Hi. The other hand is refused. There it goes. Two-handed wave. That's a rare technique as well. Front seating allowed? No. Unless I get stuck and ask for help. I might well get stuck and ask for help. I've done one LeetCode thing currently. Why is it thinking that I'm frowning all the time? It's thinking that I'm going angry like this all the time right now. This VT face. This doesn't bode well. I haven't even started coding yet and it thinks I'm angry already. Okay, I think it's alright. Well, now I think I'm surprised all the time, but better that than angry. Is LeetCode like Clash of Code or is it bigger stuff? Haven't ever looked. The problems are kind of the same-ish. It's single player though. Player I use loosely because you have to fill in some survey at the very beginning that says well, when do you want a job interview? You're clearly only using a site like this because you want a job. No fun allowed with encoding. So tell us when you want a job, and then you can continue to use that site. Anyway, it may have been phrased a little differently to that, but that's the vibe it gave me. So I had to lie that I'm looking for an interview in like 5 months or something, which was the latest time away. Got a really weird email from the Clash of Code place as well, actually. So I think the kind of people who make these sites don't actually understand that some people actually enjoy coding and they like it as a hobby. Which I think says more about the people making the sites and the kind of jobs that they want you to get, where they think that you'd never do it for fun. Anyway, yeah, when you sign up for the Clash of Code coding game thing, you get a really weird email from the maker of the site as well. It's all a bit strange. Maybe I need to make my own coding for fun site where you're not allowed to play if you're looking for a job. Just go in the other direction. Oh, right. Liquor Cake. One more thing. There is no timer for LeetCode, which is why I wanted to play it instead of Clash of Code, because it's so fucking stressful trying to do everything in 15 minutes on coding game. And then, like, I just want to do the problem, right? The time's run out. Time's up over Scram. But, like, I can't do it at that point. Like, it's whipped the question away from me. And at that point, you have to, like, search on some third-party website to try to find the problem again. Then I guess you'd have to re-enter all your code. It's whatever. It's strange. So the fact that you can actually have a timer if you want to on LeetCode is, but it's off by default. Like LinkedIn, where you have to tell them you work for LinkedIn and are paid £10 billion a year to break their stats each time you want to see something. Really? I don't know, I've never used LinkedIn, but it sounds it sounds kind of like it. Will these sites make me a good programmer? I'm self-conscious about my abilities because I was trained to think I'm not a programmer unless I went to school for computer science. I actually know several people who are doing it specifically because they want to, you know, learn new skills and like ways of solving problems in programming. So I'd say that, yeah, if you were to, I mean, it's the same with, you know, you don't have to use these sites. You know, you can totally just get better through, you know, your experience of solving your own problems. But these sites provide you with problems that other people can then also vote on as to how good they think these problems are. So yeah, I'd say you can definitely become, you know, improve your programming skills. I don't know how basic they start. So I don't know if I'd advise it for absolute beginners. Maybe, you know, a site that actually teaches syntax, the basic way that a language works, will be better for absolute beginners, but these sites will make you a better programmer, but not necessarily a better developer. Programming is a small part of software dev. I don't know how much I agree with this. Okay, this kind of depends on what you mean by developer, I guess. If you're wanting to work with other people, then yeah, I'd say that's true. But, you know, you can be like an independent developer, right? I mean, I guess you need to learn things like listening to feedback and testing and you need to do that kind of stuff. I don't know. If you're making a program for yourself, I'd say it's okay. I don't know. For me, you programmer, as simple as that. I would say the same thing, but I realize how hypocritical this is of me because I have tried to draw things at various times, but I would never call myself an artist. And Kat gives me flack for that as well. Oh my god. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm just... ignore my eyebrows doing weird things right now. What the fuck? Oh. My fan just made a weird noise. The fan under my desk. Hold on. Why is this thing clicking? It's not trying to oscillate. Oh, hold on a sec. I think I may have accidentally bent the I think I may have accidentally rammed my chair into the front of this tiny little fan under my desk and put a huge dent in the front that's grinding against the fan blades. Let me see if I can fix this live on stream. Okay, no, I'm just destroying my fingers. One sec. This is the thing I need to fix right now on stream, because I cannot stream without this. I will absolutely die of heat. Look, my temperature over there is already on hot. 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna try and keep up with chat at the same time. I was trying to fix my eyebrows, which fixed the, you know, the weirdness of... Okay, I've bent it. Ow, fuck! There's really sharp metal there. Jesus! What the hell? Well, I fixed the fan. I've injured myself. Hi! Hi, Captain. You draw, so... are a drawer. I'm a drawer, sure. I'm a drawer. What a weird name. What a weird word drawer is. I guess to draw must have meant something apart from drawing art, right? Or anything visual. Bear with me for one moment, please. This fan is gonna work again, but there's a hair in it. And I'm trying to remove the hair before I put it back together. Welcome to my current stream where I'm servicing a fan instead of doing programming problems. Drawer is in which you store stuff. Yeah. But I'm guessing the etymology of the word, right? A drawer. It is ER, so I guess it's like... Maybe the verb to draw meant something else at the beginning? You know, you can draw the curtains, for example. Maybe it has a similar meaning to that, I don't know. Alright, putting the fan back together. 1 clip, 2 clips, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's all together. It works. Nice. Now I gotta try to not ram it with my chair again. Alright, thanks for coming to the beginning of my stream where absolutely nothing weird has happened yet. Okay, right. I can begin. What messages have I missed? It's a state of the art dev, but I'll call you an artist and musician. No, not a musician! At least use producer rather than musician. Or... yeah, I don't flipping know. Me with my pick of poo-poo. Okay, am I a drawer? Your pick of poo-poo? What? Drawers are also an item of clothing. Oh yeah, true! It's a very old-fashioned term for it. Alright, I suppose I should begin. I can't really delay anymore anymore. I'm gonna fly on over with the press of a button. 3, 2, 1. Hi. Here it is. Right. Wait. I actually should probably attempt... Wait, you can't zoom in. You can't change zoom level on this side. What? Can you see here? I'm changing the zoom of the page, but it's not... Oh. It's actually just that the browser's completely... not redrawing at all. What a great start to a stream! A Chrome bug that I've never seen in my life before. Please wait while I restart Chrome and reload everything. Wiktionary says draw derives from to drag, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, right? Yeah, it's like dragging in and out of a frame or something. Alright, it's working now. That was absolutely bizarre. Boop. Okay, here we are. Now I can zoom in. Look at that. Wait, why am I being yeeted already? I haven't even begun. Well, bye! Why was the yeet sound so quiet? Is this me or was it like really quiet? Dragging a brush or maybe a rock or something? Yeah, so I was thinking I should probably zoom in a bit for you. It takes until this zoom level until the font becomes thicker, which is probably much easier to read. Brand new study plan! Join a new study plan to learn, to maximize your learning. No. Okay, so yeah, I've done one question on this so far. And the reason is because I wanted to try to learn how to, okay, this might sound weird. I use C when programming, that's not the weird part. Some people might say this. But the, most of the time that I've used it, I've technically been using C++, but just only really the features of C, except for the keywords new and delete, which are ways to allocate in free memory. So I'd actually never used malloc, malloc, memory allocate, before. And I was wanting to learn how to do it so that I can be a true C programmer instead of this fake C++ programmer. So I'm actually gonna have up on the side this a reference for some functions and stuff. I'm trying to minimize shit and be able to read stuff at the same time. Allocate D, sorry, I'll leave. Nah, this is allocate in C, not allocate in D. If you want to allocate D's memory, you gotta go to Zybyte stream. I'm trying to do the double finger point, but it's not working. For those who don't know, Zybyte is a streamer who uses the D programming language. Alright, so would you like to see how silly this random pick one button is? I'm gonna click it, and it's gonna take me to a page. Then the page is most likely gonna say, you need a premium account to look at this question. Ready? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna set up a vote. I'm gonna set up a prediction. This is a thing that it does sometimes. Wait, I should probably demonstrate first that it does it, right? I'm clicking it. Okay, this is... really? Not only does it exist, but it's like... literally the super famous FizzBuzz question is where it took me to? Wow, okay. Holy crap. I mean, sure. Fine. Shall we do FizzBuzz? should we... I can't be asked. I want a different question. Number of ways to separate numbers. Wow, it's actually not done it yet. It's actually not taken me to one of these questions where you need a premium account. Interesting. Alright, let's see what this says. You wrote down many positive integers in a string. Well, there's your problem for a start. However, you realize that you forgot to add commas to separate the different numbers. You remember that the list of integers was non-decreasing. Well, this is actually like a... This is such an, like, fabricated scenario that it almost seems like a math test question. You remember that the list of integers was non-decreasing, and that no... Sorry, the next number has to be larger than or equal to the current number, and that no integer had leading zeros. Return the number of possible lists of... This doesn't seem like a fun one. Wait, there's literally a button up here that I can click. Write an SQL query? Please no. You're given two integer arrays, nums1 and nums2. I'm just trying to find a question that I like the look of. I'm sorry. Non-decreasing doesn't mean strictly increasing. Yeah. I said larger than or equal to. We write the integers of num1, nums1 and nums2 in the order they are given on two separate horizontal lines. We may draw connecting lines. This is way too similar to the other one where you're just trying to find as many combinations as possible. Yeah, I wanted to know the number of different ways that you could do it. UK is a drawer confirmed. No, I'm skipping all these ones. Given an array nums containing n distinct numbers in the range 0 to n, inclusive or exclusive, return the only number that in the range that is missing. Oh god, excuse me. You could look into the admin of code ones too. Yeah, I actually have registered for that, and I've done the first question of that as well. In I don't remember what language it was. Probably C again. Brackets C++. Alright, let's have a look at this one. That's an inclusive range. They'd use 0n for exclusive. What? What? Square brackets or parentheses makes a difference for whether it's inclusive or exclusive? What? That's actual nonsense if that's true. Restriction. Alright, anyway, example 1. So given an array nums containing... You're given the number of distinct numbers then, I guess? No, you're not. Well, you can... If it's C, then it'll obviously be passing in like a length as well. In the range 0 to n, return the only number in the range that is missing from the array. This seems actually easy. Fine, let's start with the super easy one. What do I need to return anyway? Output, a single number. Okay, so I don't even need to be allocating memory. I could just return it as an integer. Ask whoever invented maths. I think the name... No, I don't know. I can't think of a stupid joke for that. Sorry. An array nums containing n distinct numbers in the range 0 n. Return the only number in the range that is missing from the array. Okay, I need to change to music that's not distracting me as hell. One second. Chill. There we go. That's better. Wait, did I hydrate? No, I did hydrate. I forgot whether I hydrated for a second, Stu. So the really obvious way of doing this that I can think of... Well, you know what? Let's just do it the obvious way, and then maybe there's an easier way to do it. So what I'm thinking of doing is, like... You literally... We already know the number of them. If we've been using C++, then I guess we could have got the size or length of a vector, but I don't know anything about this. So I'll be sticking to C. Maybe one day I'll learn actual C++ stuff, but I'm gonna be honest. The language... Some of the things about the language I don't like. Just how goddamn verbose it is to do the simplest thing. Anyway, this may be slightly ironic of me to say that, since I'm now using C. But anyway, so the way I do this is simply I look for every number and I like keep track of what number I'm currently looking for, if you know what I mean. So I just do like the current index. Why is my hold on a second. My laptop's getting hot and bothered. Mind you, so am I. My room is getting hot, is what I mean. Hey!
Formaggio.
Why cheese? In fact, we might as well just make this a for loop that ranges from 0 up to the number of things, which will be -1. By the way, you can also do this, so I can actually have more space. Because normally I would be doing this at a smaller font size, but yeah, for streaming I think I'm gonna need it to be bigger, which is a bit annoying. Cheese it? I'm doing it. I'm doing it! In ++. Okay, so I'm just gonna then have an inner loop. Wait, this should be in wanted, and then we're gonna have another one, which is the index that we're checking in the let me change this. This is gonna be confusing. This is the value wanted, and this is the index. Thank you very much for the follow! Miss Van Witches, hi. How's you doing? And check. So this here is what value we're hoping to find somewhere inside the array, and this is the index in the array that we're currently checking. So I'm just gonna make this be 0 and check. Hold on a second. Is less than this. And check ++. Actually, we probably don't need to start at 0, do we? We could have it start at the value wanted, because oh no, they're in any order. They're in any order. Okay, never mind. We do need to check from the beginning every time, I guess. Oh well, I was thinking they were in order, but they're not in order. Alright, fine. We'll have to check from the beginning to the end every time, I guess. I guess if I wanted to narrow it down slightly, I could keep track of the highest number that the highest index that we found that had the number we want first. So, no, that wouldn't even work anyway. Alright, screw it! Stop trying to optimize your things before you've done it, Uke. Let's just do this. If so we're gonna look at every number. If the value at this index is equal to the value wanted, then break out of this loop. Once you're done, I have a terrible math solution for you. Sure. Otherwise, oh no, that's fine actually. So at this point, we have either. So by this point, when we reached the end of this loop, it's either because we've exhausted every single value. Cats! Hi! I can't believe Cat's doing the pattern cheese as well. What, in the spray? Cat! Control your urges to bully the cat. Jeez! Also, hi Cat. How you doing? When I say the cat, I mean myself. Although my arms are now going limp, so I can't even point at myself! Wait, why did the reverb not kick in? Self! Hi, I'm back. You heard a raw, unfiltered, squeaking uke for a second there. It should have been reverbed, but it wasn't. How are you doing, Cat? Cat is a cool artist. She just finished an artwork today, actually. You're doing good. Wait, I didn't mean to say you're doing good. You did. Anyway, so by this point, we've either exhausted all of the numbers and the one we wanted is not in the list, or we've just stopped looking because we found what we wanted. So let's find out which it is. We could check it again, I guess. Or we could just make a boolean. have found, which starts false. And what's the best way to do this? The nice way to do it would be to say have found is equal to this. But then we'd be setting a thing. No, yeah, we would be doing we'd be setting a thing every time round, whereas we could just be only checking and then only setting a thing. There we are. I'm sorry. This kind of weird hyper optimization thing is weirdly baked into my head because I'm used to doing stuff for the Arduino. So have found then becomes true, and we break. There is a stew right here. But yeah, Kat finished an artwork with her and Happy, the Happy Fox. It looks like an artwork cover. Sorry, an album cover. I did not realize. So if we have found it, although if we have not found it really, then this number here that we were looking for is the only number that's not in the range. So at that point we can immediately just return this, right? Is there always one that's missing? I should probably do this so that it's happy, right? Even though it's obviously going to be the wrong answer if it reaches this one. Well, I don't want to be saving that. Wait, where even was it saving? Ah, Wiseman 4, yeah. That's what I was doing on the previous coding stream. Alright, let's run it. Wrong answer. Okay, one sec. We're looking for 0. I'll debug this in a sec. Oh, by the way, you can only set breakpoints in the premium version as well. But Kat, I wanted to say this first. Kat today finished drawing a picture which is like really nice. Alright, no worries. You go off and look then. I listen. Okay, if you won, feel free to link to the thing in the chat. Because I was just about to say, the thing Kat finished drawing today, I didn't realize that it was going to look like an album cover. But it totally did look like one in the end. And, yeah. Alright, so what are we doing? This is 0, this is less than this. We add 1. By default, we've not found it. We go from 0 up to the same thing, adding 1. If the value at this index is the one we want, we have found it, break out. We should break out of this loop. Otherwise, so yeah, if we have not found it, return the value that we wanted. Wait, what's wrong with this? I share then. There you go, look at that. Look at that. Look at that! Shut the fox up. This is... Oh my god, you even put like this sort of white drop shadow in it. That makes it... Wow, how does that make it look so much better than just without it? Makes it so much more readable as well. Anyway, yeah. Look at the quality! Look at the quality! Anyway, there you are. Sorry, I just wanted to give an unofficial shout out to Kat because she's good. Also, she's taking commissions. Anyway, let's do this. So I output 1 and we expected 2. Why did I output 1? And expected 2. wait. It output 1? Okay, 1 is the last one. Is nums... I'm doing less than instead of less than or equal to. So I don't need to do that. Whoopsie, we were ignoring the last one, so it wasn't checking this one and it thought that 1 was missing. Alright, that should do it. Output 0, expected 2. What? N equals 2. Since there are 2 numbers, so all numbers are in the range 0 to 2. So it's inclusive. So it's inclusive. So we want to check up to and including this. Okay. Alright, nice. Alright! So this is a thing that works. It's probably not going to be particularly... Wait, n is less than or equal to 10 to the power of 4, which means... Does 10 to the power of 4 mean 10 and then 4 zeros, or is it 1 and then 4 zeros? I never flipping know. I don't know maths. What am I doing going to programmer? 10 to the power 4 is 1 and 4 zeros. So we could actually just use UN16 if we wanted to use less memory. There's no saying that it'll be more efficient though. 1 and 4 zeros. Could you implement a solution using only O1? O0 1? O1? Is that 0 or O? O. And O, N, runtime complexity. I do not know anything about runtime complexity and complexity at all. So the answer is no! Anyway, let me just at least have my small victory. Somehow I beat 91% based on memory usage. Is that because I went with U16T instead of U32T, I wonder? Actually, you know what? I kind of want to see if I can make that better. I want to do this again, and this time I'm not gonna allocate a boolean here. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do this again. Wait, how do I do it again? What does this do? That copies it. That's not what I want. Add a solution does not actually add a solution. It submits it to some people, which I don't want. Right, screw it. I'll just... O1 space is basically the space it uses doesn't depend on the size of the input. Okay. So I want to do the same again, but this time I'm not going to allocate a boolean here. I'm just going to do the check one more time. Actually, this could cause a problem, couldn't it? This actually could, if I just do this, or this would actually cause a problem. This wouldn't compile. This would cause a runtime error. If we check all the way to the very end. Because this will eventually get increased one value outside the size of the array. Well, let's just see if my guess is correct. Does it try to read outside? Wait, what? Oh, in check falls out of scope. Okay. Fair enough. ON means that the time it takes is directly proportional to the size of the input. Okay. In your case, you have a nested for loop, each running n times. So it would be n times n. Yeah, that makes sense. So would that be O2? No, wait, O-N squared? Is that how you'd write it? Okay. Alright, so if this falls through here... I guess I do need a way to catch it, and don't I? I do need some value that's gonna... Can I do something kind of bad? I'm gonna do something kind of bad. I'm gonna declare it here instead. And this is like not a good solution. Don't do this. I'm just trying to go for like the lowest memory usage possible right now, just because I can. Firstly, we're gonna see if this ended up going past the end, or is equal to num's size, actually. That's how we can check that it didn't. If we reach the very end. Like we went past the end of the list, basically. Okay, that should work. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we get better than, what is it, 91% better than everyone else based on memory usage? What? Why is that using so much more memory now? What? What? I'm using one fewer variable, 6.6 megabytes? What the fuck is this being compiled and run with? Huh? Does the code segment count as memory usage? I have no idea. What I'm realizing is that I shouldn't be aiming to do super low memory usage stuff. Basically it wants you to do it by accessing each element of the array a constant number of times, probably once, instead of accessing them a number of times that depends on how many you have. Okay. There's a really nice way to do it if you want me to tell you. Yeah, sure, tell me. I'm curious about this, actually. This feels like it could be a useful thing to know that could, like, come in useful in, you know, in future problems. Can I, like, reload the better one? Where's my one? Alright. Okay, do you know about the Gauss sum? I do not. It's an easy formula to tell a number, the sum of numbers from 1 to n. This would be my math solution. I like the way one of you called it like a really cursed math solution and the other one is like a really nice way to do it. The differences in opinion. Or any sequence of numbers separated by a constant gap. Okay, it sounds interesting. I do not know about it though. My hand's also not tracking. Wait, could this have something to do with factorials? So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus plus n is n plus 1 multiplied by n divided by 2. Or is it multiplied by n divided by 2? Where are the parentheses here? And you know, in this case, that you have all of those numbers except 1, so you could sum them all. So you probably put comments in the code rather than make it a minimum number of characters. Ah, that's an interesting thing actually. I don't think Code Golf is a mode here, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. That's the number that's missing. Interesting, okay. Wait, isn't there like a really easy way to do this? Hold on a sec. I've just sort of a way that's... I thought you were going somewhere else with your explanation. Let me just try and code the way that I thought you were going with your explanation. Which would still only have one loop. It wouldn't have a nested loop. Surely all you need to do is sum all of the values that should be there and then do that value minus... it would be slightly better complexity, but it would still involve 2 for loops, but there wouldn't be a for loop within a for loop. So it wouldn't be exponential. It would just be double. Because what you could simply do is sum still on. Okay, all right, let's do it. So there's a constant number of accesses. That doesn't depend on the input size. No, it would depend on the input size, but it would just be double the input size instead of the input size multiplied by the input size. Because a way you could do it is per element. Per element there'd be 2. Yeah. Number of access. Yeah, I see what you mean. Constant is 2. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what you could do instead is, let's say, I need a name for this variable, which is ideal, let's call it total ideal, then we're gonna have total actual. Well, total ideal equals 0, and then we'll do the rest later. Just sum this. I don't know if there's like a graceful way of doing this. It's almost like I want the factorial, but instead of multiplying every number, I just add every value. I don't think there's an operator to do that. And then... Wait, there is? The Gauss sum that I just sent. But that's not just one operator, right? Wait. Oh! That's the result? Oh! Wow! Interesting. I want to play around with this. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So... 3... or is it 0? Oh well, 0 doesn't... wait, is it starting from 1 or starting from 0? Starting from 1, right? Obviously 0 wouldn't increase the total, but it would increase the count. So if we had 0 doesn't matter on the sum, I know, but... Ah, right, we're not caring about the... Okay, yeah, we're not caring about the size anymore. I mean, yeah, 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So... And that's 3 values. So 3 multiplied by 3 plus 1, which is 4. So 3 times 4 is 12, divided by 2 is indeed 6. Will you look at that? What a cool sum. What the hell? I mean, a cool formula. The generic form is start plus end times the number of elements over 2. Wait, really? You can do it like out of... Oh, you said it also works with any step size. So I guess the step size would need to be in there soon, somewhere. I guess you'd divide it by that, maybe? Hi, Silent Legend! How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. So if you wanted like 1 plus 3 plus 5, then we do the start plus the end, which is 1, 3, 5. Oh right, yeah, you can automatically infer the step size based on the where you're starting and ending and the number of elements. Because the number of elements is going to be fewer if the step size is higher. 1 second, Silent. 1 plus 3 plus 5. I have to keep something in my head just for 1 sec. 9. So that's 1 plus 5 times the number of elements, which is 3, divided by 2, which is 9. Huh! Wow! There's a really intuitive way to prove it, though I don't know how well TextChat communicate with it. I don't really care that much about the proofs. Every time I'm watching a number file video and they go into the proofs, I'm like, everything goes way over my head. I'll happily take at face value that this does this, and that's just a useful tool in my toolkit of making programs. I don't know. I feel like this is more useful for mathematicians to know the proof. I'm more just interested in the utility of it. And I'll just take someone's word for it, because they're a more clever person than me. What are we doing? I am... Okay, oh, yes, you. I am trying to... I'm doing some random LeetCode problems. That's it. This is a task of things, and this is me doing it. But I've just been told that there's an interesting thing to do. So total ideal, we can just... Interesting way of working out something, blah blah blah. It's very hard to explain when I'm halfway through a thing. Don't worry, we'll be onto a brand new problem in a minute. I've already done this problem as well. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at explaining things when I'm like halfway through. Almost as bad as the leap motion is at tracking my hand. So the formula was... This is the thing that I'm gonna add to my folder of useful bits of code. Total sum of a sequence of numbers, all with sorry. Alright, so it is the start and the end. The start is always 0. The end is actually this. Not this -1. So it'll be 0 plus end, so you can literally just do the end then. Multiplied by the number of elements, which is the number size -1, right? No, wait, this is what it should be. This is what it should be. So the number of elements should be this. Divided by 2. That's an interesting formula. Plus 1. Since it includes 0. Num size is lacking one of them. Oh yeah. Wait, I'm trying to get my head around that properly. I know that what you say is correct. I have to do a thing in my head to learn it. To commit it to understanding this. I need to change something about my camera and the way it's seeing me, because it's just constantly seeing me as frowning and I'm not frowning. If I move it off to the side a bit, and then I completely redo this. Alright, I think it's working now. Okay, so number size is the number of things in the array. And we're missing 1. And ideally we're not missing 1. Yeah. So this... And this... this is so fucking annoying. Open bracket. Close bracket! No, no. This is the kind of thing I have to disable in Visual Studio. Okay, so that's that. That's the total ideal, and the number that's missing is simply going to be what the ideal value is minus what the actual total is, which we need to figure out right now, by which I mean the sum up. Total actual starts at 0, and we're just 36. We're gonna go from 0 up to the end of the array, and just add whatever the value is. Total actual plus equals nums at this current index minus the total actual. So if a 0 is missing, they will be the same and we'll be returning 0. So yeah, even that would work, which is really nice. Oops. Wow. Yeah. It basically, Liquid Cake is like assumes that you never make a mistake and that you'll never go back to modify a line of code, right? Like, who would ever choose to like change this into what if I, you know, wanted to make this like something slightly different? This over to close bracket. Oh look, no, it makes no sense. Not that you need brackets there. Anyway, guessing this should work then. Compilation error. Oh, I didn't put semicolon. Also, there's a way that you can click run too frequently. Wow, look at that. there's a way that you can click run too frequently, and then I think it will say, you know, but if you go to premium, you can run your code more frequently. Anyway, let's summon this, and this is not my work, but now I'm getting the credit for it. Good job, Stu. And apparently that uses way more memory than the other one. This memory usage is so unreliable. 22 milliseconds. What did my other one run in? How much worse was it? 687! Sheesh. Well, this could certainly come in handy in the future. That little bit of knowledge. Use all of 2 integers. I know. 2 integers and they take up 6,500... Wait, no, 6 million. 6.5 million bytes. Except it's, you know, going to be more than that. GitLab has something even worse. If you select text and press a quote, it surrounds the text with quotes rather than replacing it with a quote. Oh my god. Okay, I would understand that. Doing that if you also press some extra function key, you know? Like maybe shift control 2, maybe. But just to actually act... Okay, whatever. Anyway. Alright, next problem. First bad version. You are a product manager and currently leading a team to develop a new product. Unfortunately, the latest version of your product fails the quality check. Since each version is developed based on the previous version, all the versions after a bad version are also bad. Suppose you have n versions, and you want to find out the first bad one, which causes all the following ones to be bad. You're given an API, this, which returns whether it's bad or not. Implement a function to find the first bad version. You should minimize the number of calls to the API. Ah, isn't this just like guess the number? This is just like guess the number, right? Actually must look. No worries, Stewie. I understand. Yeah, this is just like guess the number, where it's going to say too low or too high. And they're in order, right? 1, 2, please tell me they're in order. 1, 2, ... n. Okay, I'm assuming this is always going to be in order. I think this is just like guess the number. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it guess the number. I'm going to imagine that this is just guess the number. And is bad version is... There is no order, you just know how many versions there are. 1, 2, ... n? You just know how many versions, it's not an array or something. Yeah, I know that. I know it's not an array. Oh, right. Yeah, but in my head I'm imagining it like a number line. Huh, that's funny, I didn't realize I was throwing that assumption onto it. Right, in my head I'm imagining it like a number line. And is bad version is just a thing that says, you need to go left if it's false, or right if it's true. Or you can think of it like guess the number, where it returns false if it's too low, or true if it's too high. Or correct. It'll be true if it's correct as well. Alright, let's implement it. Let's do it! So I'm simply just gonna start at halfway, and every time if it says it's too high, I'm just gonna like do the number halfway between my previous lowest guess and whatever the current one is. And if it says it's too high, then it's going to be like halfway between the next highest possible number and what my current one is. Basically, splitting the difference every time. Binary search, that's how it's called. Okay. Why are there like such confusing names for something that's, well, I mean, whatever. It's a lot more concise than my TED talk that I gave just now, trying to explain what I was going to do. Turns out I apparently know how to do some things that sound really complicated, but actually aren't really complicated. I say that, but yeah, I think I have made a guess the number game before. Where it's reverse guess the number, you know, the computer guesses it. Otherwise, it's just called a random number generator. Actually leaving now. Alright, bye-bye. Binary because it goes one of 2 ways. Yeah, that makes sense. Wouldn't it be Boolean though? I thought Boolean meant one of 2 values. And binary meant a system using like a counting base that ranges from 0 to 1. Maybe I'm wrong. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, right. So I need to keep track of lowest guess and highest guess. We don't know how many there are yet, right? 2 to the power of 31. So we could just use int 32t, but I'm gonna use uint. Actually, am I gonna use uint? Am I gonna need negative numbers at one point? I don't think so. I'm gonna use uint. Boolean is a system of algebra which works on a single bit, which isn't quite the same as binary, which works on as many bits as you like. Okay. Alright, lowest. And we don't know how many versions of. Wait! Do we know how many versions? Yeah, we do. N, okay. So, lowest possible is going to be 0, and the highest possible is going to be n to begin with. Actually, it's going to be 1, not 0. Basically, Boolean is true or false only. Yes. This lack of one-hand tracking is just making me more annoyed than it should. Alright, so we're going to go into, I don't know, some kind of loop. I don't know how to define when I end the loop yet, so let's just make it infinite to begin with, and then I'll put some condition in later. Completely forget to put it in, and then be told off because my code ran for too long. Alright, while... whatever, infinite loop for now. Unary hand tracking. Okay, so we are gonna put in the guess, which is halfway between the lowest and the highest. So let's just say guess. I feel like I want to call these guess min, guess max. It's more descriptive, and this is the guess current, which is going to be guess max minus guess min over 2, I want to say. Is that actually the minimum one though? So if it was 1, 2, and 3, the middle should be 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Divided by 2 would be 1, so that's wrong. Perhaps it's max minus 1 minus min? Or you can do minus 1 on the final result, actually. Wait. Well, let's just see what that would do. Okay, so that would be, in this case, 3, 2, and 1, and we want that one. That would be 3 minus 1 is 2. Divided by 2 is 1, then we add 1, that gives us 2. What if we wanted 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we wanted to pick 4? Then, let me turn the font size up. Then we'd do 6 minus 2, that's 4. We divide it by 2, that's 2. I'm gonna see where this is gonna be going wrong. Then we add 1, and we get 3. So maybe we actually want to be subtracting 1 from this instead. Oh my god, I just messed with the brackets again. Okay, in that case we'd have 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Hang on a second. What the hell have I been doing all this time? I've been speaking nonsense. Have I been speaking nonsense this whole time? I feel like I've been speaking nonsense. Let me restart. I was multiplying by 2 at some point, I feel like. Which I shouldn't have been doing. Alright, let's start from scratch. With this now. 3 minus 1 is 2. Minus 1 is 1. Divided by 2 will become 0. Okay, this is going the wrong way. Let's subtract 1 from this side. 3 minus 0 is 3. Divided by 2 will give us 1 with integer division. That's not what we want either. What if I add 1? I fucking swear to God. Plus 1. That would give us 2. Okay, what if we use the same thing here? 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 divided by 2 will give us 2. You add 1 and you get 3. So no, that's not correct. Wait, no, I don't want that. Apparently I don't know how to find out what numbers between two numbers. Wait, I'm fucking stupid. I need to add this number back on again. It's the difference between them. Divided by 2 plus the minimum. This is a thing I've done before. Hi again, Kaktan. How are you doing again, Kaktan? Let's do guess max minus guess min over 2 plus guess these brackets are gonna be the death of me. This plus that. Alright, let's try that. Maybe we're finding it again now. 3 minus 1 is 2. Divided by 2 is 1, and we add the minimum back on, which gives us 2. Correct. 6 minus 2 is 4. Divided by 2 is 2. We add on the minimum again, which is 4. Correct. Alright, let's do one which is an even number of things. Which is, I guess, well, it's gonna go one way or the other, but I just want to test it to find out. So I don't really care which one of these two it goes for. Maybe I will at some point, but right now I don't. So... also, this is working in the opposite direction. Ah, whatever. So 13, that's the max, and the minimum is 10. Ah! Excuse me. So for my own sanity, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so 3 minus 0 is 3. Divided by 2 will get rounded down to 1. And then we add the minimum back on, which is 1. So it points to this one, which is fine. It's one of the two middle numbers. I'll worry about the rest. The rest is a problem for future Yuke, I guess. Alright. So that's the current guess. So let's see whether it's too high or too low. So if is bad version. This version. Oh, fuck. The amount of time this automatic smart ass formatting uses. Wait, can I turn it off? Apparently I can't. Unless it's shortcuts, definition, notes. I guess I can't. Hi, Kenoil. Hi. How's you? Want to turn off a killer feature like that? I don't know. Who could possibly? Hi, Angel of Hell. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh my god, wait. Is that another Rinwest Licky mode? Rinwest made a Licky mode for you as well? That's so cool! Damn, Rinwest is... it's really cool to see some of Rinwest's Licky modes coming from places I would not expect it. But it's okay, I can link you back as well. Had it for a while. Damn, well, you probably had it before I had mine then. Because I haven't had mine that long. I've been talking about getting for so long. I love that link so much, Killer Whale. You always seem so happy to see me, I'm gonna cry. Don't cry, it's just cool to see you. I so don't expect it, because most of my VR chat world and then Twitch world are like super separate. So you, someone who I know from Twitch, someone from VR chat, sorry, in Twitch, it's just cool to see you. I should mirror mine so we can lick each other. Oh my! We're gonna get banned on Twitch for that? If is bad version, then we need to... the highest possible number then becomes... Oh, you know what? If it says that the version we're testing is bad, then the highest possible version, to be the first one that's bad, is this one right now. If this was guessed a number, and this actually meant too high, then the highest would actually be one less than this. But we're looking for the very first time that this becomes true. So this becomes whatever we're currently looking at. Otherwise, if the value is not... If it's not a bad version, then the lowest, the minimum possible guess is one higher than whatever we are currently at. So we need to stop this at some point, and I guess the only time that we know for sure that we found the actual first bad version is when the minimum guess and the maximum guess match. The minimum possible and the maximum possible are both saying it's this one number, right? So I'm guessing while guess min is not equal to guess max, we do this. So we're bailing once they become equal. So at that point, we can just return either of them. Actually, you know what? We could return guess cur. And that logic, oh my god, I keep just out of habit saying Control S to save it, but I don't want to be saving it. So that makes sense in my head, but is it actually correct? It's not. Oh wait, guess cur is undeclared. Ah, right, of course, it's defined only in here. Well, in that case, we might as well just return one of these. They're identical at this point. So let's do that. Alright! These two test cases work. Including the case where there is only one version and it's bad. That's kind of nice. That's a nice edge case that it works on. So in that case, that would have been 1, and this would have been n to begin with, and we never would have gone through the loop at all. That's pretty nice. So this would have been 1, and this n would have been 1. This would have been equal to this, therefore the only version that's bad is this. Wait, is there always a version that's bad? I guess there is. What if we were given 0? I'm just curious now, what would actually happen? If we were given 0, which is like nonsense because it says that it begins with 1, but I'm just curious about how this would fail. Then minimum would be 1, maximum would be 0. They would not be equal. The current guess would be 1, and let me just need a calculator for this. It would be max minus min, which would be negative. That's a problem since we're using unsigned integers. So the max minus the min, would that automatically... that would wrap around, right? So that'd be a huge value. This. Then you divide that by 2, which would become that, minus 0.5. And then you add the minimum, which would be 1. So the first guess would be this version. That's pretty nice way for it to fail. And then the maximum, so that this would then crash, I guess. But assuming it returned false, then the new maximum number would change from 0 up to this. And then we'd just gradually go down and down and down. The maximum would just keep halving and halving and halving until it reached 1. And then we'd bail out. Then we'd return the minimum guess. The original return at the first bad version is 1. When the version is 0. Okay. I was making several assumptions, but whatever. Alright, let's submit the damn thing. Hey! I beat 100% because it took 0 milliseconds to run. I'm having some serious doubts about the benchmarking on LeetCode. I think it might be completely unreliable. Maybe I should not pay any attention to this whatsoever. Yeah, that was a binary search. Hi, Linted. I just discovered that it's called a binary search. I was just, in my head, thought of it as like the guess the number algorithm. But that is done now. It's time for our next question. Somehow only the 3rd question of the night. These haven't even been hard questions. Not gonna end in like 40 minutes? 40 minutes? But maybe I could continue. 0 milliseconds. It also did the thing where I was using 91% less memory than... No, less memory than 91% of people. I removed one variable from my code. And suddenly half the people were using less memory than me. It's like so inconsistent. Just for this? Yeah, I don't pay too much attention to the benchmarking in this. It was really sussy from the beginning regarding memory usage, and just now I said CPU usage was execution time was 0 milliseconds. So yeah. We'd have to stretch my OBS thing. Look, is wrapping at a point where I can't see. They're out of sync as well. Nice. Thanks for showing me what that would look like. Holy crap. I thought this emote here, this one, I thought this like thing going up and down was like a big moustache. Apparently I can't actually see it in big without... Wait, what? I just timed you out? What? Stop! How do I stop that? How does one stop a timeout? Apparently it's accidentally timed you out when I was trying to look at your emote at full size. What the fuck? Help! I don't want to do that. How do I stop it? Timeout. The zombie killer whale 0? Will that stop it? What? Why did it do it 600 seconds again? Okay, hold on a second. We are currently not doing coding. We are searching Twitch. Untimeout. Here are the steps you need to take. Open the timeout command. Choose the unban command. What? Open the timeout command. Find the time part? What? Oh, this is like some random thing. How to untimeout someone. Can we find the answer in less than... Well, it's more than that, right? It's gonna be 20 minutes now. To clear timeout, you either use the unban or overwrite the current timeout with a new 1 second one. Well, I tried a 0 second one, so that's where I'm wrong apparently. I guess it just guesses that it was a 0. I guess it just guesses that the parameter wasn't specified. Slash unban? I assume so. Slash unban the zombie killer whale. Can you talk again? If you've not left me in like utter... Oh my god. Thank you. Sorry about that. That's... Jesus. That's dangerous. I'll never try to look at an emote again. Holy crap. Hi, Small Block Boy. How are you doing? I'm sorry about that, zombie killer whale. I feel terrible now. You're given a 0 indexed 2D integer array. Questions. Where this question is equal to points it, brain power it. Tell me you're a mathematician without telling me you're a mathematician. points. Left square bracket I, right square bracket brain power. The array describes the questions, where you have to process the questions in order, starting from question 0. I don't like this one already. I know how to fix that. Just ban everyone who use any emotes, and you'll never have to look at one ever again. No, please no.
Käse.
I deserve that cheese very much. You're given an array of variable pairs, equations. An array of variable pairs, equations. So equations I equals... Oh my god. Values I represent the equation AI over BI equals this. Each is a string. Why? You're also given some queries. Well, this is shit. Sorry, that's not one that immediately appeals to me, I should say. Never mind. Let me calm down my harshness. I changed my emote just for you one last time, and I'm changing mine back. What? Wait, what did you change this time? Given a positive integer n, generate an n by n matrix. Filled with elements from 1 to n squared in spiral order. Wait, I feel like I did this on one of Virtual Hobby's Clash of Code streams. I feel like I did something similar to this. Yeah, I was not a fan of it at all. I can't remember if I managed or not, but I remember it being a pain. That is one I did on Virtual Hobby's stream. Or tried to do anyway. Given the head of a singly linked list, reverse it. And return a reversed list. Alright, I've actually never used a singly linked list, but I know how they work. Alright. It's the same emote again? What in the licking is happening here? Stop. Ban this blasphemy. Relax, it's okay. The licking one. The cat one. Sorry, I need to... Maybe I should, like, clarify a bit. That licking one doesn't really narrow it down when all that's being posted right now are lick emotes. The one that Zombie posted. Alright, list node. Should we do this? We could do this. I mean, the way I'd do it is just like, really... Wait, no, there is an okay way of doing this that doesn't involve doing this. I've heard this one referred to as an interview question before. I mean, all of these are supposed to be, I think. There's like a list of companies that you can look at to see who's using them. It's so flipping weird. What companies are using this question? I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting stats, I guess. But whatever. The Yuke looks smaller than usual. Does she? Does she? Does she? Alright, so I think... So, okay. My very, very, very first instinct, which is not what I'm going to do, was to traverse the list until we reach the very end. Excuse me. And then this... The last one we see becomes... The first... We start building a new array, basically. A new singly linked list becomes this. Then we traverse the entire thing again, because these are singly linked, not doubly linked. Although I guess you could... Wait, that's actually a good point. It could be done recursively. I just realized how that could be done recursively. Iteratively or recursively. Can you implement both? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. We don't know how many there are until we reach the end either. But obviously we can just traverse it one time. Until we reach a null pointer. And then we know how long it is. Okay, so... Let me first do what I was originally thinking first. Why are you licking the derpy uke? I need the long nuke because that face is just like almost like the long nuke. Can it be done in 01 size though? Yeah, I think you can. If I'm not mistaken. I think both recursively and the other one would be. Wait, no, would recursively not be? Okay, here's what I was thinking. It would be like 02 strictly. It would be 2 times the input size, but it wouldn't be the input of the size. It wouldn't be exponential. It wouldn't be size times size. So what we could do is start making a new struct. Can we done in? Oh, I just literally just read that. Sorry, I thought a new message appeared. That was weird. Oh wait, it's just called, yeah, sorry, list node is what I meant. List node... New head? Wait, how do you... Wait, how do you do this in C, actually? Struct list node pointer, so it's a pointer. Hold on a second. List node... So it's a pointer to another list node. That makes sense. Why is it wanting a pointer to that? I'm gonna need to like am I gonna need to use malloc for this? I feel like I am, right? I feel like I am gonna need to like repeatedly define new things that way. Otherwise it's gonna overwrite every time. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, that makes sense then. I understand how to do it now. So this is going to be called new head equals. Wait, no, that should be a pointer then. Equals cast it to a list node star malloc size of list node. Is that how you do that? I've actually never done this before. Let me just have a look at the reference to malloc. Size of this node. Just yeah, it looks like it's correct. Okay, so we are gonna need to remember the first one because we need to return the head. Yay! I'm trying to. There we are, sparkles in the eyes. Gonna double thumbs up. Okay, so we want to go into... okay, we have a problem. I wanted to allocate space for everything. All of the things in one go, actually. I need to know how long it is. So I'm actually gonna recursively go through this. I'll make a new function, actually, called... linked list len, or yeah, len linked list, I guess. Wait, do you need to pass in struct list node? Wait, struct list node star and his head? Do I need to struct this every time? I'm not used to this. I'm used to a typedef thing. I think you'll need struct each time you use list node name, yeah. Can I do something really silly, like at the top just put typedef list node typedef foo struct list node. But then I have to use foo every time instead of list node, right? That's fine. Nah, that's gonna confuse me too much. Type to struct the... Yeah, that's what I was hoping I could do, something silly like that. I guess I want to see if it even compiles first. Let's see if this compiles. I'll just return new head. Because I just want to see if it compiles. Unknown type name list node. You're missing struct in the type def. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. New head undeclared. What? Oh, I didn't put a capital letter. What the hell? How did that happen? Member access for blah 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 for type struct list node, which requires blah 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 blah. Is that just because I haven't made my next one point to a null pointer or something, I wonder? New head list node? Sorry. Next equals null pointer. Null pointer undeclared. What? Fucking 0 then. Okay, nice. It compiles. Alright. So I should now be able to just do this. You see, it's just null, not null pointer. Okay. Alright, this seems to work. Output is 0 as well. So if I were to do this, new not head is a new one. I just want to see if then I were to have this point to new not head, and then new not head next equals null or 0. I'm just gonna do 0 rather than null. Well, actually, fine, I'll do null. Is it null or is capital null? Does it see that there are 2? Nice, it does, and that's just on the initialized memory. Okay, nice, that works exactly as I hoped. Okay, let's make a function that gets the length of a list, which is going to be recursive. We'll pass in this, and it's just going to. I guess we want to call itself. So if. Oh my god, caps lock. If head, this is really annoying me that it's not capitalized. I'm sorry. If heads next is not equal to null, then we want to do this again. Call it with the next one. We want to do something with it, right? We want to return. We want to pass some value up through the recursion. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I want that number to be increasing each time. So we want a way of knowing how deep we got in the end, I guess. Do we need some second value to be passed in, possibly? Depth so far. Might be wrong with this. So when you originally call this, you'd pass in 0. Well, you could just do that actually. And then you pass in this. Actually, if you, this is like not really a properly recursive way of doing it, but if we were to make this a reference, we could just be changing the value of this every time. Guess you can't really... Wait, where do you even start from then? I swear there's a proper way to do this where you're passing back a value that you're using, but... I can do this in a fake recursive way, which is still recursive, but it's not doing stuff in a useful way. If it's not that, let me call this with this plus equals 1. I mean, that would work, right? The value would be off by 1, I think. Well, it depends what your definition of depth is, I guess. 1 level down from the top. This is the number of nodes in addition to this head. I mean, that would work, right? But it's... I feel like I'm not taking full advantage of the recursiveness. It's a bit of a cheat for recursive. See, it feels like a cheat, right? But it is technically, like, really properly recursive. Like, it really is. It's just that the return value is not, you know... Well, there is no return value. Alright, but fuck it, I wasn't even trying to make this the recursive one. This was just a way of getting the length of a list, so I know how much memory to allocate at the beginning. Okay. Len list equals that. Of the head, it is even tail recursive. It's just not functional. Yeah, it's just not functional, exactly. I can't call it self brackets, it's self bracket, blah blah blah, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna call this... I don't really know what tail recursive means, but... So we want to pass in the head, and we'll define... But if this was C#, we'd be able to define something in the middle here, but I don't think you can do that in C, can you? Wait, sorry, it's not returning anything. That's the entire problem. So get is not really the right value, is it? The right word, just call it that instead. Len list, which is a pointer to an integer. Wait, we need it to actually store. Wait, then we can just do that, and then we can pass the pointer to it. Okay. So then we need to... I want to make basically an array of these. So... this is going to be... For a start, it's going to be size of the node multiplied by however long the list is. Which is going to be off by 1, right? Because if you pass in the head... Yeah. This initializes to 1, I guess. A weird way of doing it. Well, it's not that weird because we know that there's 1 to begin with and it's the head. We're just diving into it to see how deep it goes. I guess I can make a wrapper around this. That'd be more gross, to be honest. Okay, multiplied by the length of the list. This is not the head anymore, this is... the whole thing. It's like an array. How do you do this again? So it'll be an array of pointers. An array. Is that what I want? No, I don't want an array of pointers. I want an array of the actual thing. It's actually an array of list node, which so the type is fine as a pointer. Actually, the parts won't get sleep well, Belgian wolf. No. An array of list node. And list node is not a pointer. That's the actual integer and another number that's a pointer. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Belgian wolf. Sleep well. I gotta finish in 15 minutes. I wonder if I'll even get this finished. Probably not. Okay, so the head. I guess you could still call out the head. You know what? Let me just call this nodes. Let's just call this nodes equals that. That's a much better name for it. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna work backwards from the last node, storing into the last node first, subtracting 1 from an index, and storing into the first node last. Yeah, should be possible. I just need to. I'm gonna need to keep track of 2 of these, I think. Right, let's make a loop. Ind output. I don't know how many nodes there are going to be. 5,000. Wait, that's the value. The number of nodes is also 0 to 5,000. So we'll just use 16-bit then. Equals 0 and output is less than the length of the list. And output plus plus. Wait, this is the wrong way. Sorry, we want to start at the length of the list. -1. And end at 0. Okay. We don't really need a list for an array for the input because we're just working our way through one at a time. And then we don't care about the one that came before. Hence why this is a singly linked list, I guess. Okay, so let's start storing some things. So nodes at the current output index. Well, the node's value is equal to the... Should I just redefine this over and over? Yeah, I could just do that. I'm gonna rename that. Let's just call this nodes in, and this is nodes out. Let's make this consistent as well then. So the nodes out at this index of the output is equal to the nodes in dot value. I should really call this node in rather than nodes to remind myself that I can't just access it by array subscript. And I want the next one, nodes out and out dot what do you call it? Next to point to node in. Ooh, okay, hold on a second. We want it to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're currently reading this and we're writing it to here. Hold on a sec. This is the part where I actually need to use my brain a bit. 1 sec. Please wait. Brain cell booting up. I like the way this squishes to fit. Alright, so we are going to want the previous one to point to this one. So actually we want ind out -1, this could cause a problem in the future, dot next to point to this one. Yeah. So when we're at the very first one, we don't want to be trying to set the next ones because there is none before the first one. So I could wrap this in a little test to make sure this is above. I need a little chest, which is a mix of check and test. Wrap it in a little chest. See if this is larger than 0. We do that. Okay, this makes it easier for me to understand what's going on. Excuse the strange indenting. Okay, there's one more thing we need to do. When we're on the very last output, which is the first input, we need to say that there is no next one. So we need to say that we could actually do this in a switch case, but that'd be kind of inefficient. We might as well just say that nodes out, oh my god, at the length of the list -1 dot next is equal to null. Then we'll set its value here. Hi Hakun, how are you doing? I'm very sorry, I'm going to be ending soon, but welcome in anyway. And then we return the first of the nodes out. But it wants it to be a pointer to it. So really, well, this should still work then, actually. Technically, because I was about to say, we want the address of the first one. That makes more sense in my head, but I know that it's equivalent to just returning nodes out. I'm okay, I'm good. Nice! I'm glad. And thank you for stopping by anyway. This is C. So I should just be able to return this. Let's test it. I haven't even tested this yet, so it might be wrong. Might not work. Head undeclared. That's right, I renamed it. Try again. Implicit declaration of function calc, then linked list. Wait, what? Oh, let's put this first. Alright, now it's starting to get some better errors. Expected expression semicolon before... Sorry, expected expression before semicolon. Wait, why? Huh? Oh, am I putting the star on the wrong side? Should I be doing on that side? I always flipping forget. And I'm just gonna do this specifically, so that it is the value at there that's doing that. Maybe I didn't need to do that. I don't know. These are paranoia brackets. I hereby call them paranoia brackets. Right now, what's it complaining about? Line 14. Oh, I renamed everything. Right, line 16. Node in is a pointer. Did you mean to use this? Yes, I did. I programmed a calculator in C in school, but because I have dyscalculia that also affects programming, I struggled so bad. Ah, fair enough. I mean, on the plus side, you don't actually have to do the calculations yourself, but yeah, you do still need to understand why. You know, you do still need to understand what's happening, I guess. Even if you're not doing the calculations yourself, yeah. I can understand that. Yeah, and especially things with like off by 1 errors would probably be a huge pain in the ass. Where's my hand? There it is. I'm sorry for you. Although, slightly jealous that you had programming lessons in school. Not gonna lie. I didn't in mine. Alright. What else do I need? Node in. I was never able to get my head around it. Fair enough. Oh, Jesus. Address sanitizer. Deadly signal! Okay. So it's trying to write memory somewhere bad. Ah, thank you very much for the follow. Hi. I've already said hi, but I'm saying hi again. Oh my god! Mustafa as well, hi! Thank you. Do you mean to be pointing it at node in and not the next node? No? I kind of want to try to do this by myself though at this point. Sorry, I know that I keep on asking questions. At this point they're rhetorical. Sorry. We didn't have programming lessons. Hi, Rinwest! Hi! But we spent lunch breaks making the computers beep to annoy the IT guy. Was that something like you printed character 7 or whatever it was in the terminal? The bell character, whatever that is. Number 7's coming to my head. I don't know why. I don't know. Was it number 7? That's funny. I guess you could just make like a batch file, right? And it just loops over and over, printing ding 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 over and over. Come to greeting. Have a nice stream. Thank you very much. I'm actually ending stream. I should really be ending it right now, but I want to get this working. I'm right on the verge of it. I have no idea who Invest is. Yeah, no idea. No idea. You haven't commissioned them to make your own Licky mode at all. Alright. That's my Licky mode then. Okay, let's see. What are we doing? It's not able to actually tell me where it is, but it's a write memory access. So the length of the list is... Ah, well, here's a problem. Sometimes there is no head. So yeah. We're going to be trying to write to... Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, I didn't realize that the head could be nothing. Okay, right. This requires some additional working around, I guess. In that case, I am going to put this into its own little function called get len linked list, which is going to return an integer. This node star head, blah 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 blah, same as before. It's just gonna do this, but only if head is not equal to null. Well, if head is equal to null, then we're gonna return 0. Otherwise, we'll return len lists. There we are. It's all hidden behind this now. Look, it's perfect. I don't have to do any weird parameter variable passing at all. Nobody saw anything by address. I wish that I could program in Python because I want to program an idea I have. It's a non-commercial program, open source, of course. Python's maybe not a bad choice for a beginner just because there are so many libraries. On the other hand, there are so many libraries, maybe it's a bad choice for a programmer because every library is going to depend on another library and another library and another library, and they all need to be precisely the right version, and you update one of them and they will break. Nah, some of them are alright. But there are, I don't know, I found myself in dependency hell in Python more times than I care to think. Well, I guess Python does do a lot of abstraction of some things, which might come in useful, I guess. It's Python because it's good for cross-platform. Okay. Alright, so the length of the list is this. This might be 0. If the length is 0, then I should return a null thing myself. So I'm just going to do this as an exception because it's really silly in my opinion. If len list is equal to 0, return null. There. Otherwise, it's a sensible thing. So the length is going to be at least 1. So this minus 1 is going to be 0, which is good. The index is not negative. It's a thing that actually exists, so we can do this. Alright. Was that one of the test cases, I wonder? Ooh, what is this? Ah. Stop. Should we got this node in as well? Let's keep this all consistent. Everywhere. That's pretty good until it's not. Then you have 100,000 lines of Python and a lot of regret. Oh no, we're getting this again! Well, that's gonna be the problem. Oh, is it like failing on the first test case? That's kind of bad. Alright, let's run through it step by step. Do we know where the problem is? No, the problem could even be happening in here. Alright, let's run through it step by step, I guess. Actually, what I could do is return at this point, no matter what. That way we know that if this is working, then that's... Well, we're not going to get an error if that's working. Okay, that's working. Nice. And it recognizes it as nothing, which is nice. So that's not the problem. Is the problem here? Let's just make it stop at that point. Do we still get an error? We do not. Nice. Okay. So the error is probably in here. Not guaranteed though. Alright, so we start at the length of the list. -1. We move towards 0, including 0. And we subtract 1 each time. For the first one, which starts off here, the last index, value becomes whatever the current input is, which is this. I've actually just noticed a problem in my code, but it's not a problem that should have caused a crash. Morserino? Morserino? What is Morserino? Is this like something to do with Morse code in an Arduino? How to receive and send Morse code. It's the fastest method available. Be able to teach a class how to receive it in 13 hours. Interesting, alright. That sounds kind of interesting. I've seen those tables, like those branching tables of if it's a dot, follow this route, if it's a dash, follow that route. I've seen those sort of trees, not tables, trees. They look pretty cool. And they have been useful for like decoding it when I've been playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, which is a bomb defusal game. And there's all kinds of weird modules on the bomb, and one of them is Morse code. A hardware interface to Morse keys. Interesting. I think you might need a hint because it's very subtle. Okay, not yet though. Nodes out at this position, which is an integer. The value is equal to the nodes in the value, which is at this point guaranteed to not be null, because if it was null, we return 0. Nodes in the value. If this is above 0, then we can access this, hopefully. And this next value is equal to this. And there's also something that I realized there's a problem here, which is we want to move on to the next node. Node in becomes node in's next. But that wouldn't have caused an error. There's so many places where there could be a problem. Like, even here, we're getting a reference to one coming in. Whereas here, we're working with the actual one. So we're doing dot for this one, rather than this symbol here. Sure. I don't... Links won't work right now. Give me a sec. I don't know if links will work when I turn off this option to block hyperlinks. Okay, that's off now. You might be able to post a link, but someone was still being censored before when I turned that off, and I don't know why, but please try posting a link now. It's not a thing I can test myself, because as a broadcaster, I can always post a link, unfortunately. Why is it still being blocked? Why is it being blocked? Look. Block hyperlinks. It's turned off. It's off. It's off. Why is it being censored? I don't understand why. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not using a bot to moderate links. I'm using just Twitch's own settings. And Twitch's own settings are set to allow hyperlinks, and it's blocking them. I'm really sorry, I don't know what to do to allow links. Maybe I should search online. Not right now though, because I need to end stream in -5 minutes. You have stream elements? Yeah, I do, but stream elements can't modify someone's message. And it's also doing no moderation. I don't like the idea of someone else's bot moderating my channel. GitHub.com/super magnum/super exclamation mark permits. But they're not being timed out. They're not being timed out. Exclamation mark permit shouldn't do anything because I have all that stuff disabled. Also, Enlin, thank you very much for the raid. I'm ending stream in -5 minutes. Yeah, it's not doing anything because I'm not using it to moderate. Welcome in! Enlin, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you are having fun on your stream. Hi, Frogbottom. I need to do a proper shout out for Enlin_, who is an extremely calm and like super cozy streamed witch PNG tuber who was doing something to do with, was it a Twitch bot? I can't remember actually. Yeah, it's not gonna work, Hakan. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Twitch is doing something weird. But thank you very much for the raid. What were you actually doing? Because I was asking you earlier and I could barely make out what you were saying, and it isn't because of you, it's because I forgot to bring my headphones with me, so I was trying to listen on my phone inconspicuously. I was poking at the Windows API mostly. Well, hope that was fun. You know, let me just post your link correctly, Hakan, based on the one. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. I'm currently doing some LeetCode questions. Let me just post this link as well. This is for something that happened just before the raid. This is something that Hakan is working on, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's something that someone else made to try to do help learn Morse code? Or this is someone's method to learn how to receive Morse code? I'm kind of confused, I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as I can, but I can't. How goes the LeetCode? It goes very well, thanks. I think I've done 2 so far in all this time. You know how it is. Trying to stream and code. So you go on for another hour? Well, I'm gonna, probably at this rate I'm gonna have to become very quiet soon. Actually, I probably should be going quiet right now, because people are gonna be trying to go to bed right now. So welcome to the unintentional ASMR zone. I'm gonna increase my volume now. So it is a method of learning Morse code. I see. No worries. But yeah, this is one that should basically be done and working, but apparently there's a very subtle bug in my code, according to Liquid Cat or Liquid Cake. Liquid Cake, you are today. But no worries, hope you had fun in it, and thank you for the raid. We're trying to reverse a linked list right now. Let me walk you through how I'm trying to do it. You get past a reference. Stream was fun. Nice! I still wonder what you're doing apart from poking the Windows API. I guess you're like learning. That's a very valid thing. So we get passed in the head, this basically, to the first node. By the way, a node is just, it has a value and it has a pointer to the next node. So we get passed in one of those. And I calculate how long it is, blah blah blah. And then I allocate memory to hold a full reversed linked list. Frightening! Aye! Oh my god, excuse me. I'm hiccuping. Converting from my Win32 code to Zig. What is Zig? And then taking a look at some Vulkan code. Interesting. Hi again. Hi. What is Zig? I don't know what Zig is. All I'm thinking of is what I really want to I can't say it, no, who cares, it's not worth it. Okay, so we gather pointer to this. We allocate memory to hold all of the output linked list. LeetCode stream, yeah. I was meant to be ending in 10 minutes ago, but Zig is a C-ish like language that I really like. Interesting. Thank you so much for taking your time to post my idea. It's fine. I was wanting you to be able to post it yourself. I honestly don't understand why people can't post links in my chat. Like it's Twitch doing the censoring. It's not a bot. You have to look into that sometime. Very strange. Okay, so we allocate space to store all of this, which is the size of the one node multiplied by the length of the list. By the way, if there is no list, we return null, because look, you can actually have an input that's nothing, so anyway. And this handles that. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to start from the end of our output list, right? Because we're starting, because that is the first node that we get here. So we want to set the very last one to have no next node. And everything else gets taken care of in this loop, which is apparently not quite right. We start from the end of the list, so this one, the last output, and work our way back to the beginning. Wait, liquid cake. I think I know what the problem is. I got it! Okay, we're getting the wrong results, but ignore that. We're not crashing anymore. It works now. Before it was causing a big problem. I'm more of a hardware type, knows a bit about antennas and radio frequency. Oh my god, you know that black magic of RF stuff? It's a different animal because it's not direct or mains voltage. Yeah. Okay, so the problem was this was only ending once this got below 0, but because this was unsigned, it could never get below 0, so it would wrap back around to 65535. Anyway, there are more problems because we're not getting the correct results, but it's no longer crashing the entire thing. It really is black magic. RF stuff is crazy. I don't know a lot about it. I've done some SDR stuff in the past, but that's basically it. I actually did make my own antenna one time. It was terrible. The Yagi antenna worked even better than the one that I made specifically for receiving a satellite, but anyway, that's how bad it was. Okay, so here's what we do. We start from here, and we work. You have a... Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool! More like Hamkun, am I right? Sorry. You kinda expect that to throw out a compiler warning, wouldn't you? I mean, it would be nice. It's my fault though. Like, this is a thing that I've done before, so I should have... Like, I normally would have caught that error myself, but whatever. At least I caught it eventually. This test, which you carefully wrote, can only ever be true. I guess so. It's probably a fairly common one, isn't it? It's probably fairly common that you want to... that if you're stepping backwards, that you want to end at 0. So yeah. Under such overflows would be cool for the compiler to warn about. Okay, so here's what we do. Which is wrong. You can see we're getting the wrong answer. We passed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and apparently we're returning 5, 4, 5. We should be usually returning 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's walk through it. I doubt there's an option in LeetCode, and there isn't even an option to disable all the smart-ass things where you put a bracket and it's like, close bracket! Immediately. Which is annoying as fuck. Anyway. So here's what we do. From the end of the list, we're starting with this. We set this one's value to be the input's value. 1. Which is good. Wait. We got an output of 5 and then 4, which means we made it all the way to the end. How are we messing up in the middle? We worked our way all the way back to the beginning and correctly made 5 and 4. How are we fucking up here? So what we're doing is we're working our way forwards through this and backwards through the output. We just copy the value straight from the input to the output. That's the easy part. And then if we are not on the very first output or the very last input, we set the previous output, so that is that one, the one just to the left of it, we set its next one to point to the current one. So when we're setting this one, we set this to point to it. When we're setting this one, we set this to point to it. All the way back to here, and at this point we don't set any previous one. I literally got asked this question in a job interview. Nice. I think someone else said that as well, that this is a very job interviewee question. I feel like I've got the rough method correct, but I'm messing up somehow. It's mostly digital modes now. One uses a sound card that isn't radio, blah 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 blah. I see. Personal distance record is Norway to South Australia. Holy crap. Is that like shortwave stuff? That's doing that weird thing where it bounces in the atmosphere thing that I'm gonna pretend like I understand? Skip or something. Alright, where are we? Why is this fading? No! Oh my god, okay, I've been saved by Twitch's crap event sub connection. Let me just restart my thing to fix it. Sorry, Enlin, but also I'll do it myself to make up for it. Don't worry, I'll do it. There we go. Thanks for the pats, Yuki. Why cheese, Yuki? There you go.
Queso.
There you go. Maximum authenticity right there, right? Wait. There you go. Pat. Pats for the zomb. The zomg. Alright, why the hell is this not working? And out goes to -1. So what we're doing is 5, 4, 5. So when is this problem happening? This problem is happening when we're setting 1. Wait. No. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're setting this one. Then we're setting this one. this one, this one, this one. So 5 is pointing to 4, and its value is set up correctly, so that means 4 is correct. 4 is pointing to 5 though. Oh! 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 Temperature has increased somewhat? Yes, it has. Wait, what is the temperature now? Oh my god. Yes, it has. About 28, I'd say. And out, more than 0. So in to out should be 1 at this point. Are we ever setting this? Yeah, we're setting... You know what? I feel like this is a way more subtle bug than this liquid cake. When we're setting 4, that's index 1 on the output. So we are setting this one to point to 4. So when we're setting 3, that is index out of 2. 0, 1, 2. So we should be setting this one to point to the current one. But we're apparently not. We failed the first test case, don't we? So wait, what? Why has it just got rid of the results? Or was that in the results tab? Oh, it's in the results tab. Ooh, okay. This one is interesting then. 1, 2, we're returning 2, 1, and then the first one. And here we're returning 5, 4, and then the first one. And here we're correctly returning nothing. Okay, so the third one is always the last one of these. Okay, this has given me a bit more source mode. You can now edit all your test cases in one text editor. I'm a bit busy now, LeetCode. Okay, so for some reason, the third one, no matter the length, is always the pointing to 0. Length of the list is 5 in this case, so we're setting number 4 to point to null, so that's not a problem. Although, it is a problem that we ended the list. Okay, so there is actually a problem. It's saying that it's only 3, the length of 3 as well. Software is called blah and the mode is blah 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 blah. I'm really sorry I can't take all this in right now, Hakun, sorry. I've heard of WSGT though. I've done some digital decoding. Only one thing's worked. Only found one program that actually worked on Windows for it. The other ones just return weird momentary blips of audio. You know, Liquid Cake, I'm pretty sure that this one is an easier bug for me because it's very common. Well, okay, it's something that's going to turn up in various situations, whereas this is the very first time I've ever used linked lists. So, not really sure I've encountered something like this before. Maybe I have. Node in next. Why is it always the third one? You know the worst part about LeetCode is the fact that you can't... Wait. I haven't tried. Can you print debug messages? Oh my god, you can print fucking... I didn't know you could do that! I didn't know you could do that! Okay, never mind. This is a game changer. No. And then I do sometimes use Notepad though. I used this just today for a previous one. Okay, let's do this. Oh, that's cool that it goes down to 20 decibels below zero. I remember using another one that was also really, really good for bad noise. I forget what it was called though. It's one that fades a single tone or a couple of tones in and out. Throb or something? Something like that. Node in next. Alright, let's just flipping printf our way to victory, shall we? And out is something. Node in's value is something. Nodes in is something. The way that you're probably supposed to do that is like %p and then that or something, but that prints hex and I'm so unused to saying that. Wait, I didn't do \n, this is gonna be a mess. \n, Lin. Okay, let's have a look. Four, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's the value, right. 0, node in is this. Let's go through the array ourselves afterwards and see what's happening. And out equals 0. And out is less than list. And out ++. And we do the similar thing again. Let's print and out node, let's just call it value and next. Hang on a second, let me just oh my god. So this would be a pointer to nodes out and out. Now I can just keep the code mostly the same. This one and this one's next. I swear to God. Oh, for crying out loud, when will I remember semicolons? Oh my god, again I forgot a semicolon, I swear. Don't need semicolons in Python though, how can... Invalid type argument of unary this. What? Oh, was I supposed to... Yeah, I was supposed to do the pointer to, sorry, the address of... Alright, checking. What the fuck? What? Oh, it's shortened it. Wow, that's confusing. 0, value 5, next, 1 for 4, 1, 2, 80, 40, 0, 48. This is like correctly going down by like... Well, it's not the same every time, is it? Oh, this is simply print the pointer. Yeah, I know. I said. I understand now. I understand what it is. These are the same addresses as these. I'm pointing it to the literal input address. Not the address of my output array. This is way more subtle than this. Okay, so I want this to point to nodes out and out. Yeah, that should do it. The current one. And hopefully... I'm just used to seeing addresses printed as decimal, is what I was saying. Incredible types. Oh yeah, it needs to be a pointer turn, like I said before. Would that work, or do I need to wrap it in, like, what's the order of operations here? Do I need to do this? Let's find out. Alright, nice! Apparently I don't need to wrap it. Apparently it does this first, and then it gets the address of that. I thought it was less subtle because you've actually got a nice hint in the naming. You've got a pointer of in. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I got blind to it. That's a problem. Even if you use sensible names, it's like 1, 2, 2, 1. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright. Let's do it then. Oh my god! Thank you very much for the congratulatory follow. Thank you for the follow, Sunpick. I will probably be ending with this though. Well, that should be it then, right? I'll keep the prints in there. Boop. Nice. And as we've previously gathered by the fact that one of my code things ran in 0 milliseconds, and removing one thing made my code 50% worse for memory, we cannot trust these stats at all. But hey, we got a thing working in the end. I think that was pretty good practice for working with linked lists, actually. Thank you for the pats as well, Zombie. Yeah. Well, I was going to be ending at 10. But, I mean, there's no point for me to end now. I've gone into ASMR mode, so I might as well continue. What's next? Given an array of integers and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. This is the very first. This is the very first question. Wow. Sure, why not? From number 1, it must be special. Yeah, I'll do it. C? Yes. This do be C. Returned array must be mallocked. Let's do it. Wait, what do you return the indices, right? Return the indices. Sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is gonna be... This is going to be... N? Oh, N complexity? Have I been learning the thing correctly, Stewie, even though you're not here anymore? ASMR coding, even if I don't understand a lot, it's nice to listen to. Okay, well, you've joined in. This is your first one that you're hearing from the beginning, right? So I'm gonna try to explain it. You can do it, and yeah, that's the immediate thing that's calling to me. Alright, let's do it.
Jeez.
Damn it. That's not what I was trying to do. But hi, Fab. But yes, but this is C, and this like everything that you're seeing right now, except for the screen cap, is part of a Unity project, which is C#. But yeah, I'm using C right now. Even the cheese voices are whispering. Oh, I should say a thing that I haven't said in a long time, actually. At the end of this stream, if there's anyone still hanging around at the end, I'll say a thing at the end. Actually, I'll say it right now. Friendly reminder that all of these cheese voice lines, such as...
Cheese?
Yeah, cheese, exactly. That, those voices are kindly contributed by viewers. And some friends who aren't viewers, but mostly viewers. And a few TTS voices as well. So if you would like to have a sound play, that was Greek, by the way. If you would like to say cheese, or basically that, in English or whatever language, then feel free to record yourself saying it and just like DM me it on my Discord or like Twitter or something. And you too could have a chance of having your voice play when someone throws cheese in my face. Yep. If you're going to record yourself, please leave like a little bit of silence before and a little bit of silence after, because it helps when I'm like trying to clean up the audio, if that bit is necessary.
Yeah, bitch!
Why? I wonder if you can cheat and modify nums. Probably you can do it. Oh, I see what you mean. Like actually modify. Oh my god, that would be so funny. Surely someone's already thought of that. So they probably do a check after they've run your function, right? I saw that. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. So these are the numbers. The number of numbers. The sum and how big a list we're returning. Which should be 2, right? So for a start we can call return size 2. We check the indices rather than checking the sum. Ah, right. I'm gonna send you formaggio cheese in Italian. Hell yeah! I imagine that sounds very similar to the Esperanto one, which Zybite contributed, which sounds like... Well, I can play it. Actually, no. We'll have to... I'm not gonna play it. It can just... I have enough cheese thrown in my face. I'm sure it'll play soon enough. We want it to be an authentic reading of the word.
Elena.
Wouldn't it have been amazing if that was it? Okay, let's do this. So let's malloc. You want them to be... What do you want them to be? Integer. integers. Okay, so let's call this this is gonna be an array of integers. Let's call it return. Oh, that's fucking stupid. Let's not do that. I just realized that's a fucking keyword. Thank you much for the follow. Malphabeth. That's a cool name. Or M Alphabeth? I'm gonna call you Malphabeth until told otherwise. But hi. Welcome. Let's call it return array equals malloc. And I want space for 2 integers, size of int times 2. Oh. You're welcome. ASMR coding. Oh, sorry, I already read that. I just realized that I must have missed a message from Enlin. Oh. Alright, let's work through it. Let's just do a for loop. Let's have how big are these gonna be? 10 to the power of 4, so 10 and 4 zeros. So it can be negative. Alright. So in that case I'll do this for the outer loop, which is index outer. It's going to start at 0. Less than num size plus, and then we're going to have inner loop as well, which is going to start not from 0, but from int outer plus. In that case we should do num size -1, because it's not the same element being used twice. So if the first one we're checking is just 1 to the left of the last index, then the inner one can be 1 to the right of that, and we're not going to read past the end of the array. And then this one can go all the way up to the end. So this, you could effectively call this end left and end right. Might make more sense if I do that. And this also explains why we're not gonna check every index of the thing, of the array in both the outer and the inner loop. Because if we've already tested index 0 and index 3, then we don't need to check index 3 with index 0, because we're just summing and it's the same either way around. What is this mess? One day I want to take a deep dive into hardware. It all looks super interesting. Hell yeah, oh my god! And then electronic streams! You've got the hand cam already! Hell yeah! Little Enlin breadboard streams. I've designed my own split keyboard. It's almost finished. Just have to finish a box and solder some connectors and LEDs. Paint it. That's cool. Like, when you say designed your own, do you mean like made your own PCB? As well as like, I guess 3D printed like the everything? Maybe not the keycaps. Okay, so let's see. Oh my god, excuse me. If actually we can access this array just once. Actually, you know what? We could do this without having to do explicit array accesses. We should be faster. We could just get the address. Essentially, what we could do is pointer left and pointer right, and we could make pointer left start as the pointer to, well, the pointer to the first one, which is the same as the, and the pointer to the right one, we can start that as nums +1. Okay, what would happen in this case? This would be the pointer to the first integer inside here. If I were to do this, would this be the pointer to the second index? Or would it be the pointer to the second byte of the first index? This is something I struggled with at one point on a previous one of these off-stream. The only one I've done off-stream, in fact. Because I was trying to get my head around pointers and I wanted to use this as an opportunity. I guess I should have a look. It's probably in the C spec, right? Pointer addition. Decrementing a pointer and incrementing a pointer. Okay, yes, that's just plus plus and plus minus minus. But can you not just add an arbitrary amount? Addition of integer to a pointer. Yes, that's what I want. When a pointer is added with an integer, the value is first multiplied by the size of the data type and then added to the pointer. Okay, so it will point to the next. Okay. Nice. It points to... This number is in units of the size of the integer. Okay, nice. So, what we could do is simply, after we've checked this, move on to the next position for the left. And... oh, this is a good point. Pointer right should go plus plus there as well. Actually, could we just directly increment the pointer in here? So it starts off as this. Pointer left, increment, and we want it to end. Well, we can just find out what the address is in the end, I guess. Pointer last is equal to nums at this address. Would that work? It's actually basic electronics. One, just have to place the footprints of the components where it makes sense. Well, I mean, you need like a microcontroller in there as well, right? Inside the keyboard. Then pointer right is a pointer to an integer, which is pointer left +1. It stops. Oh, it has to be the give me a sec. This is a problem I ran into, where I was like wanting this to end one less than the last position. So I was doing less than. And that didn't work because I can't remember exactly. It was something to do with the fact that these numbers were going up in like 4s because they're 32-bit integers. And I was expecting it to be like an off by 1, but it's like an off by 4. Something like that, I don't remember exactly. Okay, so starts at first index of array, starts at second. I can't type index of array. I've just realized I've been using my non-clicky keyboard, but now it's too late to change to the clicky one. Ends at last index of array, ends at second last index of array. Now, to make my brain happy and so that I can read this more easily, I'm doing this. You're welcome. So this is less than or equal to that. This increments the right one, starts at the left one, plus 1, which means plus 1 the size of that. While this is less than this inclusively. Move on by 1. Alright, now you can just compare them that way, right? And we're not doing like array lookups every time. So, although we are dereferencing every time. So if I really wanted to cut down on this, the time it takes, I guess we could cache the result once here. So val left cur becomes the value at pointer left cur. Now, if the val left cur plus the value at pointer right cur is equal to the target, we return... Well, we need to store the values in the array that we're returning and then return that. So, does this actually support that one? No, this doesn't even support. I just accidentally pressed the insert key on my keyboard and I realized that the doesn't actually make a difference whether inserts or not. I wonder if that's a browser thing. A black pill is a small controller board with USB ports. It's a Raspberry Pi Pico. I've heard of that. Buy and then buy, and then you're not gonna be able to see the result of all this fancy pointer stuff. That's probably not gonna work anyway. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Please take care of yourself. Please like, drink, eat, toilet. Ret array pointer. Sorry, ret array 0 is equal to... You want the indices, right? Oh, we gotta come back to indices. I didn't think about that. Okay, so it's going to be the pointer of the left one minus the pointer of the very first one divided by the size of the integer then, I guess. And the pointer, the index of the right one is going to be the pointer of the right one minus the pointer of the first one divided by the size again. So let's convert pointer to array index. let's try it. Let's see how terribly wrong we are. Compiler. Line 6, really? Oh yeah, right, it's something that's returned, so we set it that way. Whoopsie. Line 10 as well. Initialization of int pointer from int. Makes pointer from integer. Oh, right, we want the address. We want the address of that. Good point. Sheesh. Wait, why am I putting in brackets then?
Post.
Oh, jeez! Hi, Grease! Oh my god, I keep on pressing controllers. Let's try that. Thank you for the pats. Control reaches end of non-void solution. Right, so I guess I just need to return something, otherwise it's scared. But there will always be one valid answer, right? Hi, Christo. Hope you're doing alright. Help, my hands. Exactly one solution. Okay, so fine, return whatever the hell you want. 0 for all I care. No, you should never reach that line, basically. Oh my god, I'm doing it again, pressing Ctrl S. Let's see if that works. Runtime error. Load of null pointer of type int. Oh, well, I guess this is failing to find a solution then, huh? I guess I could, to make sure that's where there is, I could do, aside from not feeling particularly productive, I'm doing alright. Alright, well, while you're in this state, allow my unintentional ASMR voice, because I'm having to be quiet to not wake up people sleeping in the next room. Keep you company. I'm just gonna do this for a second. Just because this is like a number that's gonna stand out to me as a thing that I'm returning if this is failing. What? Target 9. So we should have done the indices 0 and 1, right? And we return 0 and 0. Huh? How did we return 0 and 0? Wait, what? What? Okay, right, screw all this. Am I even able to return 2 values correctly? Yes. Okay, good. In that case, this is very weird that we're returning 0 and 0, because it should never be possible for the right pointer to be equivalent to an index of 0. We should be starting at an index of 1, which, by the way, is the correct answer. But, interesting, why is that? Also, why is my hand not tracking? Until I wiggle it around. So this starts at this +1, and this is a pointer. +1. And wait, this is bailing out. It's thinking that this is equal to the target then? This is an integer. The target is 9. I feel like I must be making a very silly mistake. So it's the value of the left one plus the value at this pointer. Alright, it's time for printf. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Val left cur. Boop. Star pointer right cur. Bloop. Target. Bloop. Val left cur. Star pointer right cur. Target. Let's see what's going on inside. Boop. Val left cur is 2. That's correct. The value at pointer right cur is 7. That's correct. And the target is 9. So this is the correct answer. 2 plus 7 is 9. So the problem must just be in how I'm calculating these indices. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm glad that this simplest case one works. So how am I doing it? Nums is this, so I'm taking this pointer and I'm doing minus this pointer. And dividing it by size of int. Let's do some more printfs. Pointer left cur. Wait. %d. Nums. %d. Do I really need to do size of int? I'll do it anyway. Size of int. %d. So print this as if it's an integer. I assume size of is an integer itself already. $16, 16, and 4. Okay, that's exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping for these to be the same. Pointer right cur then. This should be 20. It is 20. What's the problem then? 20 minus 16 is 4. Divided by 4 is 1. So it should be 1. Why is it 0? Do I need to explicitly convert these into integers, I wonder? Hi! It's itting okayly, a little confusingly at this exact moment, but... So I'm gonna shrink this because it looks really annoying. Actually, no, screen. I'll put this comment on its own line. Alright. Maybe that's it. Maybe just needed explicit conversion to integers, because that's what I was doing there and it looked correct. But welcome back, Stewie. Were you consuming? How is consumption? Hey! There we go! Wait, never mind. We got the correct answer for case 1. We didn't get the correct answer for case 2. Ooh, it never found one. Didn't find one in case 3 either. I was mostly walking. Oh my god, look at you caring for your body. And getting some groceries at the end. Okay, nice. Alright, I guess I need to printf the actual values. Val left cur. %d. Val left cur. And we'll print the value at pointer right cur as well. before you go into a new line as well. Just a 4-kilometer one? Interesting, I see. Okay, so... Oh! What the hell? Okay, this is interesting. Wait! I've done this the wrong way around. Pointer left max should stop at the second last one. And pointer right max should stop at the last one. That's what I should have done. I wasn't going all the way up to the very end on the inner loop. Holy crap, that's a big loop, a big message. Ends at second last index, ends at last index of array. Let's try that. I have much higher hopes for this now. Oh my god, when will I stop pressing Ctrl F? Morse code is peculiar because I know about a person who had an accident. Lost all spoken words for 2 weeks, but he could communicate with Morse. Interesting. I think I was able to do that because it's not directly related to the area it processes speech. That's so interesting. Interesting. Boop. Okay, case 1 worked, case 2 worked as well! And case 3? It worked! Oh my god! I'm actually getting this to work with pointers! Holy crap! So in the end it found a value on the left of 2 and the value being pointed to on the right of 4, which gave a target of 6. Which were indices 1 and 2 apparently. 0, 1, 2. Yes! Oh my god, it works! Okay, nice. I reckon this is done. Let's see if it works when I submit it then, I guess. Boop. Hey! There we go! Nice! Alright, I'm happy about this one. This one was cool. The fact that I was able to do it with pointers made me really happy. Just making me so much more confident about pointers. Even if I made some mistakes at first. Yeah, I'm kinda happy about that. Longer narrative one listens to above 7 MHz and 14 MHz at daylight hours. Why is that? Are there like different internationally agreed upon frequencies for time of day, or is it just as difficult to receive lower frequencies during the daytime, I wonder? First bad version. I've already completed this. Done this one. Pick a new one. You're given an array of variable pairs. An array of real numbers. Nope. Count ways to build good strings. Given the integers 0, 1, low, and high. We can construct a string by starting with an empty string, then at each step, perform either of the following. Append the character. What character? Append some character 0. Oh, the character 0. 0 times. I see. I misunderstood. The character 1 times. This can be performed any number of times. A good string is 1 constructed by the having a length below 0. Sorry, between low and high, inclusive. Since the answer can be large, return it modulo 10 to the power 9 plus 7. What is this? Trying to have chill things. Has to do with layers in the stratosphere, I see. Yeah, there are quite a few arguments. You were given an array of integers. Some layers reflect better. I see. Better during light or dark. I wonder what the reason is for light or dark though. You're given an array of integers, stones. Where stones is the weight of the ith stone. Why is it not called weights then? We are playing a game with the stones. On each turn, we choose the heaviest 2 stones and smash them together. Sounds like conkers. Suppose the heaviest 2 stones have cheese on their face.
Cheese!
Hi, Hydraza, hi! Thank you for the hydration. I think I'll make this the last one if I do this one. Whatever's next, I'll make the last one. I mean, whichever one I choose to do now will be the last. Thank you, Stu. And for the bats. Why cheese though? Suppose the heaviest 2 stones have weights x and y. X is less than or equal to y. The result is, if they're the same, they're both destroyed. If they're not the same, the stone of weight x is destroyed, and the stone of weight y has new weight y minus x. At the end of the game, there's at most 1 stone left. Return the weight of the last remaining stone. This feels weirdly familiar.
Cheese.
Haven't I done something similar to this? Hi, Nimu. Haven't I done something similar to this? It's like essentially looping back around to the beginning on each time you knock out something until you're left with... No, things are different. Hi, Nimu. How's the Nimu? I mean, fine, let's do it. This seems like an okay fun one. There's probably like some one-liner fancy-ass maths equation that can do it. But I'm just gonna play the game. You know what? Since this is the last one, and I'm trying to wind down, I'm gonna go to even calmer music. Actual ambient music. Is this... Oh, this isn't ambient music, what the hell? Why does this playlist called? Ambient? Why is this in here? This isn't ambient music. Whatever. It's calmer. That's the easy and uncomplicated explanation of it. One factor is radiation from the sun. Oh, okay. Hot dogs with plum sauce. Plum, but like plumbing sauce? Is that like solder? You probably shouldn't eat solder with your hot dogs. We take the 2 heaviest stones. Okay, so we need to find the heaviest stone. This is going to be incredibly slow if we loop over every time. Although... Okay, hold on a second, let me think about this. If we were to sort this once beforehand... but then they're going to become out of order as soon as we smash one of them. Hot dogs with plum sauce is good. I'll take your word for it, I've never had it. But, somebody mentioned that they'd been including like marmalade with some of the things they've been cooking. And they said it was really good, and I said, well, I have raspberry jam, and so maybe, you know, let's try it. So I decided to randomly put a little bit of raspberry jam on a chicken nugget. And it was actually much nicer than it had any right to be. So I can believe that plum sauce in a hot dog would be nice. I thought that was a judging face at first. But I haven't seen that. Has any got new emotes? It's been a long time since I watched any. Should we do this one? I'm just don't like the idea of having to find the heaviest thing. There must be a shortcut for it. That's probably what this question is really for. Finding the max in like an efficient way, or keeping all the big things on the right, I guess. Oh wait! Pun not intended. Return the weight of the last remaining stone. It doesn't care about indices, so we could rearrange it. Just do it? Yeah, I might. Sorry I haven't been here that often. Stop apologizing! Whenever people apologize for not being here, it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like I'm trying to force you here, and you're like, I'm sorry, miss, I wasn't able to be here. Please don't punish me. In a non-lewd way. So, nobody has any obligation to be here. Stewie, shut the fuck up! Also, pat. I haven't been here that often since my second screen died. It's hard to watch and do stuff. Yeah, understandable. I mean, when I'm watching streams, I guess I'm more listening. Twinge. Okay, yeah, understandable. Me when code stream. You are looking really eagerly. It's like, this is me trying to wiggle my tail, but I don't have a tail that's wiggleable through tracking, so I just have like a really weirdly extreme. So it's nightmare fuel. Cranberry jam might be good on chicken nuggets. Yes, I can easily see that if raspberry jam is. What is that face? Scuffed. Appropriate name. Kinda cute though. On each turn we choose the two heaviest stones. You know what? Fuck this. I don't want to do this. Given integer x, return true if x is a palindrome and false otherwise. Sure. Let's do this. And it can be negative as well. Wait, no, this one's actually difficult. Good luck on this one, I sleep now. Wait, no, it's not difficult because you can just remove the negative. Good night, Liquid Cake, good night. Okay, so if x is less than 0, return false. It can't ever be the same red forwards and backwards if there's a minus sign on one end, because there can never be a minus sign on the other end. Yes, sure. Yes, but please, I'd like to do it myself. And the rest, 1, 0, and 0, 1. Okay. Pat the stew. Although, not if it's only just boiled. Don't hurt your hand. Okay, so I want to go from left to right. Why is my hand not tracking? I'm gonna fucking rage at this. I mean, I keep like, I don't think it's even dirty, but I'll wipe it yet again. It is extremely hot. That could be why. What if I just push my keyboard back a bit so that my arms are on my desk more? Maybe that'll help. Alright, so the way I normally look at numbers is I just do like integer division by 10. Oh, we could actually just convert it into the indices to begin with. Like we could turn it into an array of numbers. But I was thinking we could probably just do it without needing to store stuff. So if we want to work our way from the highest digit to the lowest digit, then the highest digits. Wait. Okay, that's what I need to know. So it can be as high as possible. And I am trying to do it without converting it into a string, which is the cheating way. So we could go down from the highest possible... how do I explain this? The highest unit. Okay, I need Notepad for this. So if we have a number that's 5005, and you know, I could make it 8008. There we are. Very, very mature Twitch streamer. Then these are like thousands. So in order to get the first digits, we can do integer division by 1000 and we'll get 8. So I need to know what I need to start with. In this case, it's 1000. And I guess... what's an easy way to determine what the value of the unit on the leftmost thing is? This is just me thinking out loud at this point. Okay, now I know it's logarithm. Remove duplicates from sorted array. Given an integer array, nums sorted in non-decreasing order. Sorted in non-decreasing order. Remove the duplicates in place such that each unique element appears only once. The relative order of the elements should be kept the same. Then return the number of unique elements in nums. Wait, didn't I see Madeline doing this one? Madeline Patience? Maybe I didn't. But yeah, I'm sorry, Hydrator, please. No. Backseating, I didn't. It does say in the rules, but also, I'm aware that I asked a question. But I hadn't yet said, that it's... what's the word? Rhetorical. Given an integer array, nums sorted in non-decreasing order, remove the duplicates in place such that each unique element appears only once. Then return the number of unique elements. Do you actually need to return it? You only need to return that. That's interesting. An alphabet. Beth. 6, you know, you have values 2 and 3. Ah, okay, I was imagining like just multiplying it by... Well, I was imagining bit shifting actually, but... That's not multiplying by a prime number. It's multiplying by a power of 2. Consider the number of unique elements of nums to be k. So you're only caring about the number of unique elements. But it says remove the duplicates in place? What? Is it seriously wanting us to change the array such that the first k elements contain the unique elements in the order they were present in nums initially? and is in increasing or equal to order. Okay, this is possible to do without having another temporary array then. Yeah, that's a shame. I was kind of looking forward to doing that one. Well, it's just my head was just getting into it. I thought we were done with arrays. I guess we're not. Change the array nums such that the first k elements of nums contains the unique elements. Just thinking about whether I actually want to do this or not, or do I actually want to break from... I'm kind of fucking tired of fucking around with arrays. We've done it one a million times. Get an integer num, repeatedly add all its digits until the result has only one digit. And return... Oh, okay, this one sounds like before. Please, no backseating. If there's backseating, there'll be an instant ban. Given an integer num, repeatedly add all its digits until the result has only one digit and return it. Input num equals 38, output 2. If... So we're on a while loop. So if we want to go through each digit, then we can keep on going. Sibal Lagoon! Sibal! Thank you very much for stopping by. The process is 3 plus 8, blah blah blah, yes, okay, so... Wait, how big can it be? Up to 2 to the power 31. I was just thinking about doing something that's like, you know, because this would be trivial if this was in binary, right? You could just use, like, you can mask it with AND. But in this one, it's decimal. So, I really don't want to convert it to a string. So if I just want the rightmost digit, that's equivalent to modulo 10, right? So... Yeah, alright. So the first digit would be modulo 10. The second digit would be modulo 100, but you want to ignore that second... Oh, that's fine though, you can just subtract it. Okay, hold on a sec, I think I've got this. You can even make this 8. End digits. Actually, no, we're gonna need to be doing something else, so let's make it this. We're gonna need to be like raising it to a... or multiplying it or something, I think. So let's not have to be doing type conversions. If... So, okay, so... End digit... Oh, the sound? You did. Thank you. So, We've got that, and we've also got a val digit. This is going to start at index. Okay, so 0. Okay, one second, I need to just test something. Okay, so I'm gonna make this 1 based starting on the right one. So 1 based from right. Value is then 10 to the power of this. Or max value is 10 to the power of this minus 1 then. Oh my god, it even does the smartass bracket insertion in the comments. Gross. Questions unrelated to the problem. I mean, that's not backseating, but it might be a bit distracting. In val. So maybe, I don't know. I need to end stream soon. So if we do this, we want to sum every digit as well is the thing. Let's call this val digits. Val digits total? Or we could call it sum, but I feel like this is gonna make more sense to me. It's like it's more specific than just sum. And this is gonna become plus equal to val digit cur, and val digit cur is just interested about coding style of first letter of variable or capital letter. Is that standard carried over from elsewhere? I've been in Java for the past few years. It's just how I've always done it. It's because I started with Visual Basic 6 and it automatically capitalizes. Okay, so if you declare a variable like this and then you type this, then, and whatever you do the rest of your line, blah 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 blah, for example, and you go onto a new line, it would automatically capitalize that and that and that. So you can't have a variable that's named the same and just different case. And this was like a really useful thing for me to quickly see if I had made any typos in variable names. Because if I had made a typo, it would all be lowercase. So I guess the habits just kind of continued. Same with function names and stuff. I could tell if I'd mistyped a function name, because it wouldn't change it to be proper case, whatever you call it. Pascal case? Okay, so here we're getting the value of the number yeah, we're getting the value of this digit. So the first time around, let's do that. The first time around, we do this value modulo 10. This should all cancel out and we should only be left with this digit, which is 4. And we add that to the total. Next time around, well, what I want to do is subtract the actual value of this from the number. And then the next time around, the value of the digit will be 30. And then we can do 30 divided by 10 to the power of this minus 1, I guess. Actually, let's make this 1 based from right. 0 based from right. Okay. Then we do okay, so okay, let's just work through it in the first way around, the first time round, pretending that we're going around the first time and we're on this first digit here, 4. So we want to subtract that 4 from the num minus equals val digit char in this case. Okay. Then actually, if I want all this alignment to be like this might become a little bit obnoxious, but I'll see how long I can keep going for. This indenting might become a bit excessive. Okay. So we add 4 and we subtract 1, then we end up with this. Just in case I'm not here when you end, cute avatar and right amount of animation feels just right. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I tried to make it like, you know, just, you know, it's boringly accurate, I guess. Although, honestly, I would prefer, well, the hand tracking is kind of bad. I would prefer, how do I explain? This avatar doesn't feel super like me. Okay, it's not, it doesn't properly showcase all of the things that I find that I like the look of, basically. I don't know how to explain it. But, so I was about to say it doesn't feel like me, but actually because I've used it for so long, on VR chat for years before I started streaming even, it really does feel like a me, kind of. That said, at some point I'll probably redesign, I guess. Because I do have a thing for pink hair and it feels criminal that I don't have pink hair to me. I mean, I guess it's just a case of changing one texture file, actually. Possibly 2. But still. For me, your voice and avatar already imprinted. Thank you. That's pretty cool to know, actually. Okay, so we subtract 1. Next time around, here, this is what we want. So next time around, this is going to be 100. You're very kind, Hyper. Ah.
Cheese.
My cheese. We will love it and throw cheese. Yeah. You're still going to be able to cheese. Well, actually, when there's a redesign, everything will be completely broken. This is why I'm completely dreading a redesign, because my avatar is way too tightly bound to the things in Unity. Like all of the streaming setups, so, you know. If ever I load an avatar with a different bone structure, nothing's gonna work. Like it's gonna be looking for the head at a specific... Well, I'd have to re-add a whole bunch of objects like this. And there are other things like that are invisible that are like the target for where the hand moves to pat me, the target for the cheese to fly to, you know. There's a lot thing on my bell to make it make a noise, animations to make the ears move when there's really loud sounds. Thank you for the pats. Okay, so next time around this is 100, and we're going to take this value modulo oh my god, I can't speak. This value modulo 100, which will be 30. That will be the value of this, and we'll subtract 30 from this. However, before we add 30 to this, we actually want to divide it by the worth of this digit. So in other words, we want to divide 30 by 10 and get 3. So before we add it... Yeah, you know, I'm not going to do this. This is silly. Before we add it, we want to change it. We want to divide it by this first value, 1. So the first time around, but now it's 4, we divide it by 1 and we just get 4. It doesn't change the value. Then next time around, we divide it by 10 and 30 becomes 3. Okay, and this is going to keep on happening until the number is less than or equal to 10. So let's just pretend we've worked our way through that, we've worked our way through that, we've worked our way through this, and we're now on this digit, 1000. So that'll be 1000 modulo 10,000, which will be 1000. Then we're going to subtract 1000 and we'll be ending with 0. Oh, wait a second. Do we not care about the sum? Oh, I see. So this is going to be moved into its own subroutine or function, so... Okay. So this is just for adding digits. So I'm going to need to make another function called really just add digits, nothing else. And that's going to do this. And then this here is going to repeatedly call add digits. Num equals add digits. Num. And then return num. While num, we can just do while it's not 0 basically. Spell digit, divided by equals to power first 21. Okay, so find, so this is like calculates actual value of this one digit and subtract it from num. Convert. How do I explain it? Add the digit itself. What's its value as part of a larger number to a running total. Is that it? No, we need to move on to the next digit. Next time, look at next digit 10 times higher value. Oh my god, I'm pressing Ctrl S yet again! Control reaches end of non-void function. Oh, I guess I should return the number, huh? Yeah, we should return this. Really just add digits. 0. Okay. Oh shit. Really? Oh, Stack Overflow, what the hell? Wait, Stack Overflow? Oh, I'm calling this instead of this, whoops. Honestly, I want to add digits, but I can't call it add digits because this has to be called add digits. So this is what I was meaning to call. Did that just work first time once I typed the correct name of the thing? That's not a very thorough test case, is it? Shall we try it? I'm gonna try it. Boop. Did it fail? It did fail. This number. We outputted 8, we expected 1. What the hell? 1093 test cases passed. What the hell? Why is it suddenly failing here? I think I know why. Yeah, I know why it is. Because it's wanting to calculate the value of 10 billion instead of, you know, like one above 2 billion, basically. The next level up above 2 billion or 4 billion. Oh, this is 2 billion, I think. 026, 109. Wait, hold on a sec, that's not right. Yeah, it's trying to calculate 10 billion then, right? Am I calculating this correctly? 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, billion. Yeah. So it's trying to make a number that's outside the range of this. Now I could just cheat. Shall I just cheat? I could just make it 64-bit. Shall I do it? It's disgusting, but I could do it. It would probably work. I think it's only that one that needs to be that. Oh, probably this one as well, actually. Yeah, no, definitely this one as well. CPUs are 64-bit. Hey, speak for yourself. Obviously, minus as well. Oh, sorry, submit. Okay, it works. I don't feel good submitting that though. There's probably a much better way of doing that. I mean, at least it was fast, I guess, although I can't really trust this. So this would have worked up until a number that is a billion. So 999,999,999 would have worked. Because the next bigger mod value, if you like, would be 1 billion, but 10 billion you can't have in 64-bit. So this would need to be 64-bit, and then probably this as well. Because you're dealing with it. Actually, it's kind of interesting point. Number here is probably 32-bit, right? So it automatically got cast. Yeah, this probably didn't need to be 64-bit, but this one did. But on the plus side, we got to make a function called really just add digits, nothing else. Oh my god, it's nearly midnight. Holy crap, okay, I should probably be ending. Although, if I were to keep going for like 10 minutes, some people might start streaming. However, okay, I'm gonna see who's actually online right now. And then, if there's someone that I want to raid, I'll end. Otherwise... Oh my god. I was hoping I could change scene before I drag them. Otherwise... I won't know what to do. I don't know, I might continue. Rinwest is on, Bixia is on. Mordecai Dev, who is actually a dev. probably a good one to pass on to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was actually playing.
Yep.
Shh. Don't do that. You'll probably get annoyed with the transitions after not very long because I have to wait for them to play through their entirety if I want to move on to this one, for example, the zoomed in version. It's gonna go through one and into the other. Or if I actually accidentally went into this one and I meant to go into like the 4:3 aspect ratio one, now I have to wait for it to work its way through all of these and then back out into that one. But thank you, because I haven't made any intermediate transition between oh my god, you're moving my guy around. Oh, I thought you were. You are. Thank you, Exia. Thanks. Malf? I should really probably be calling you Beth, but... I don't think... Jeez. Math plus alphabet. I guess so. But then there's Beth as well. Thank you for that, Sexy. Did I say that already? I'm saying it again. Also, hi, B-Cat. Bye, B-Cat. I'm ending. Wait, let me just check the shadow. Yeah, that shadow is a lot better resolution than it used to be. That used to be so blocky. If you think that looks bad, you should have seen it before. Shall I pass you on to Mordecai Dev? Let me see if there's anyone else who's doing software and dev stuff who's a VTuber. Just because it's occurred to me that I haven't really rated any new VTubers in like a long time. Amazing. I tried to type VTuber, but I accidentally typed VTube and pressed enter, and then R, and enter. And it ended up just showing me... everybody who's streaming with the tag R. Want a software and game dev VTuber recommendation? They aren't on now, though. Sure, but can I guess the one that you're going to say is... Bear with me 1 second. Is there a way that I can see everybody that I'm following, like everybody? Is it Gatela? I don't know how you pronounce the name. Gataela? By any chance? I got it! Oh god. Speaking of which, there's a starting screen. I guessed because I saw your message in, I think, Nova's Discord server about recommending them, but I have not yet, and I followed them when you said that, but I have not yet seen them doing a software and game dev stream. Well, now I look at it, I see that they apparently did one 7 days ago, but... Okay, so I will do a shout out. I can't read them right now. Wait, actually I can read them right now, even though they're not streaming, but let's not do that. That's the person. Ta-da! Wait. Ta-da! That's what they were playing last. But yeah, apparently 7 days ago they were like doing something. I'm not entirely sure what. I haven't yet been able to catch a dev stream of hers, unfortunately. Okay. It's also the name of the game they are working on. Oh, okay. Can you... How do I pronounce it? Wait, I can use RoboYuke to see what it is. Great when streamers go all out on the scenes. Ah, thank you. Who knows? I'm gonna see how RoboYuke says it. I'm gonna guess that it says Gatela.
Gatela.
Okay. Gatela? Gatela? A very slurred L? I'm gonna try this more times. Gatela. Can't even copy and paste correctly. A in Latin usually sounds like air? Oh really? I thought it sounded like ah. Like the ah sound.
Maybe if I say it more times, it will be clearer. Gatela, 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 Gatela.
Oh okay, I see what it's saying. Why is it so loud? It's so loud that it's making my ears move. Sorry to anybody who'd fallen asleep. Alright, so I actually, you know what? Maybe Rover you can finish it. Let's finish it. Well, now I have to like just go silent and just type for a while. It's gonna be a bit awkward, isn't it? It's probably gonna pronounce this as Mordecai or Mordecai. I honestly don't know actually how to pronounce this. Stop, don't do that, play, don't do that, play. You're paused! Stop playing audio!
Thank you all very much for coming. I'm going to pass you on to Mordecai Dev, who's going to be doing software and game dev stuff. They're probably going to be working on a game, but they're not right now.
So yeah, Mordecai Dev is working on a game that's like, I don't know how you explain it, like an infinite runner kind of thing? Like, almost like it's third person perspective, but it's like, you're looking forwards in 3D. And, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Amazingly complete seeming already, like amazingly playable for how incomplete they claim that it is. Maybe this is just a sign that I don't ever have as polished stuff. So anything just looks amazing to me. But yeah, thank you very much for being here. I will now pass you on to Mordecai Dev. Ta-da! Who is also a VTuber. And yeah, like I just said, I don't really have anything to say now because I've already said it all. Wait, I'll try and give her pets. Hold on. Wait, yes, just working, just barely. But yeah, thank you all very much for being here. I'll be streaming again on Friday at 4 PM. So when this clock over here says, wait, says 16 o'clock, oh my god. I can't do it. Also, friendly reminder, you can send cheese sounds if you want, but you don't have to. Also, if you want to know when I'm streaming, because you forget what I just said, then,
Cheese!
then cheese. That's all you need to do. Just cheese. Only cheese. I post a schedule there. Feel free to follow if you want. Feel free to not if you don't. That's all. That's all, folks. Also, there are very kind people on the Discord server. That's gonna be all for now. Bye. Thank you for being here. I heard send cheese. No, I meant the voice lines. Jeez. Cheese. Good night. Bye. Have a nice day or time soon. Bye.